What's up, guys? Good morning. Yeah, lots are saying they're having trouble finding my channel. It's weird. What's up, Pawn? Honestly, and then YouTube support is useless. It's like, I can't schedule a live stream. One of the problems is that I'm probably doing stream now. I can't schedule a live stream, right? And when I try to schedule a live stream, when I go to start the actual live stream, it doesn't actually start up. So when I go to actually start the live stream, it just doesn't start up. And then what happens is I reached out to YouTube support the day before yesterday. I stayed online with them for like an hour troubleshooting all these issues. Like, we tried from multiple different devices. I sent them like 5 pictures. We just went through all these troubleshooting steps, right? And they say, "Oh, well, we're gonna send it to a specialist, man. You know, we'll get it fixed. We're gonna send it to a specialist." And so I'm like, "Okay, great." And so then yesterday I get an email from them, and they basically are just acting like the whole hour of troubleshooting I did the other day never happened. They're like, "Hey, well, why don't we try troubleshooting?" I'm like, "Well, we just did. We troubleshooted for like an hour. Why are you asking me to troubleshoot again? I already sent you like 4 pictures. We literally did all the things that you've sent me already." Like, come on, YouTube support. Like, I get it, y'all might not know what's wrong, but like, don't just run me in circles. Like, it's ridiculous. You know? Okay, so Marilyn says she got a notification when I got on, so maybe I'll have to just allow notifications. I don't know. Yeah, hey, thank you, Jonathan. Hey, I appreciate it. I'm glad that some of you guys are getting the notification, you know. Honestly, it's a rough day in the market. There's not really much going on. Like, Zebo's gapping up. We got Plag. FAMI, F-A-M-A, or F-A-M-I, looks good. Alright, so this is what's kind of going on in the market, guys. We got Bitcoin tanking. We got Ethereum tanking. We got yeah, just not it's not looking that hot. The mad typer, hey. Hey, good. Well, hey, if y'all got notified, let me know, because that's good news, you know. Okay, I gotta change this song. I sound like I'm getting yelled at by a bunch of second graders. I had to change that. I'm sorry, guys. I felt like I was getting yelled at by second graders. And I already deal with my son's in second grade, so I get that enough already. You know. OCGN on track. How high can AMC go today? Hey, nice DS. Hey, well, that's good, man. Well, I don't know, DSC. Here's the problem, though, bro. I didn't really start the stream up until about 6:30. I didn't schedule it or start the stream up until about 6:30, so, you know, who knows how that happened. But yeah, Ethereum down. MMAT went crazy, yeah. Hey, what's up, Uncle Smoke? Yeah, see MMAT, man. MMAT looks great. This song's kind of great, man. I like the song. I gotta add this song to my watch list. to my, not my watch list, to my favorites. What do I think of ATER? Yeah. I don't know. Today's a terrible day, in all honesty. I mean, we got Plague. Zevo, maybe. Boring for PALT. LTBR's trying, but it's boring too. FAMI. SIF. GBR. It's not looking hot. What do you mean, Brendan? Alright, we got GBR gapping up a little bit. It's not too bad. Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with them being corrupt, man. They just might not like it. I mean, in the end, guys, some people are going to like specific stocks, other people aren't, you know? And it's one of those things where you can't just attack everybody that disagrees with you or say that they're corrupt, because that's not the case, you know? What I see, ATR looks very bullish, John. I'm looking at the one-day chart on ATR and it looks fire, man. The daily chart, I mean, if I'm being honest, man, it looks okay. It's not looking crazy good or anything. I mean, to be honest, like I said, it went up to $50. Within the last year. It came all the way back down to under 5, back up to 12, you know. But like in terms, it's green over the last year, but I wouldn't say it's a great looking chart. I think that it doesn't really hold its gains most of the time, and it you know, it's to be expected to a certain extent. I mean, this is a short squeeze play. The short float is very high here, so you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, even if we zoom out on ATR, I mean, it's a yearly chart. So this is 2 years of price movement. This is the last 2 years. So to zoom in, this would be about the last year. Since December here is the last year. So literally right here is the last year. So technically, this is actually, yeah, this is actually red on the last year. So the last year is this. So this is technically red, you know. In January, this thing was at 17s. It's at 12s now. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I'm being objective about it, that's my opinion. I'm not holding ATR. I don't have any reason to really hate on it like that. It's just, you know. Alright, so Uncle Smoke says he's looking at Hexo. What makes you interested in this one, Smoke? I'm looking at it now. I mean, I don't know enough about it. I see it's got 276 million in the float. So the first thing I noticed is that the float is larger here. You can see by the range of the stock. But if it's an investment, I mean, that's all right. Cannabis stock. Massachusetts. Discord, Jason. Discord, brother. If you haven't tried our Discord. Discord's the easiest way to do it. I'll send you a link to our Discord. Yeah, there's our Discord right there. But yeah, it's a pretty dull day, honestly, guys. There's not much that looks great. Literally, like, everything on the Gap Up list is pretty rough looking. I mean, honestly, the best looking stocks today that I'm seeing are cheaper stocks. Like NAKD looks good. MMAT kind of looks good. BBIG, still watching it. Still holding some of its gains. But cheap stocks, NAKD. We've got FAMI, FAMI. You know, these are the only stocks that I think look halfway decent. So, I don't know. It's been a tough day. It's been a tough 3 days for me. I've had a 3-day losing streak. Discord's easy. You just click that link, go through the steps. You know. Hey John, your thoughts on FIME? Low volume, low liquidity prior to the gap up. Big range, probably a small float, but the volume's pretty light. You know. I thought I had. Where'd my little thing go? I've been Zynga tool. I see like GBR on the move here too. But I'm looking at FEIM. It's just low volume, low liquidity. There's just not much action. The reason it's up is yesterday they won a $17.75 million contract by the Office of Naval Research to develop pulsed optically pumped rubidium atomic frequency standard. So they basically hit a deal with the contract, in a contract from the Office of Naval Research yesterday is the catalyst here. The float is about 5.9 million, so small float. They did win something, but it's just a little dull right now. Yeah, I'm just looking at the market right now. Yeah, it's a slow day. Yeah, it's pretty slow, twin. The vote for MMAT to acquire Nanotech is in about an hour. It will go through seamlessly. Should be a good day. No, so Lysergic, there's a difference between the float and the market cap. The market cap is the float multiplied times the price of the stock, because it's the total market capitalization. It's all the money the company has. So you multiply the price of the stock times the float, which is the amount of shares that are available to the public. So the float is the amount of shares that are available to the public. The outstanding shares are all the shares. Hey, what's up, Slim? How do I fast forward to the part where he talks about AMC? I don't see the button. Can somebody post a timestamp? I mean, we're going to talk about AMC. We talk about it every day. AMC is just one thing in the title. You know, we're talking about MMAT, AMC, Zevo. You know, we're going to go through the whole list of stocks that we're watching this morning, and AMC certainly is one of them. With that said, though, let's vote on it now. Do you think we get a bounce in AMC today? We're going to ask the chat. Oh, wait, I did the wrong poll. I messed up. Dude, it's not AMC clickbait. That's ridiculous. AMC is just one thing in the title. AMC is not even the first stock in the title, bro. Oops. AMC is not even the first stock in the title. Like, come on. There we go. That's the better poll. Yeah, I'm gonna check out that script you sent me yesterday, Bob, to see if it works. There's the poll. Alright, so there you go. Do you think we get a bounce in AMC today? We got 4 votes. 75% of people think yes, we do. 25% of people think no, we don't. You can vote on the poll now. So everybody that wants to tell us about AMC, let us know. They have new meme stocks. $38.08 bounce. I mean, well, wouldn't that be 38 though? You know, like if it 38.08 is not really a support level. What that would be following if it did bounce there is probably the whole dollar of 38. You know, it moves in psychological levels, so it's, you know, having like an obscure support level like 38.08 doesn't really make much sense. Instead, on a technical basis, it makes more sense for the level that it bounces off of to be the whole dollar of 38 even instead of 38.08, or it's the equivalent of saying like the support level's not at 39, it's at 38.97. You know, no, 38.97 is not the support level. The support level's 39. You just see the price reacting to it, and it's not going to be exact. It's not going to bounce exactly off of it because it takes a little while to get filled. It takes a little while to buy and sell. And so with that said, you know, the support level you're probably talking about is $38, not 38.08. That's too obscure. You want to look at the entire range around a whole dollar like this. You know what I mean? You want to look at the entire range around a whole dollar to see if it bounces off of that level. It's not going to be exact, but it's also, you know, the support level is not the obscure, you know, 38.08. It's going to be $38 is the support level, if that makes sense. All right, but yeah, we're watching CEO. There's AMC. AMC's had a tough few days, but you know, we'll see what happens. Looking at the longer term chart, I still think AMC looks okay. I don't think AMC's in real trouble until it starts breaking under 30, and I've said this a million times before. I don't think it's in trouble until it starts breaking under 30. And so be it at $30 right now, or be it at 38 bucks, it's still okay for me. You know, I don't hate it. Look at Zevo popping up here, guys. So Zevo just made a rip. Testing VWAP now, it's at 550s. This is Zevo Biosciences. Let's go ahead and look at the catalyst here. No, I didn't see the spikes on AMD. I stopped trading pretty early yesterday. But yeah, AMD spiked up great. And look at CEI today. CEI's been ripping, but there's Zevo. CEI had a great move as well. So MMAT is scheduled to have the vote today, right? Alright, so yeah, the merger vote is about to take place. So the merger is going to take place with Nanotech Security Company, or Corporation, which is NTSFF. In the merger, Metamaterials can acquire all outstanding shares of the company, and it was up 17.83% to $6.08 at market close yesterday. A lot of hype for this stock coming through. What's up, Juan? Everybody vote on the poll. The question is, do you think we get a bounce in AMC today? Yes or no? I think we might. I think we might see a bounce. I don't think we're going to drop more. I think we'll probably see a bounce, me personally. Yeah, I mean, the acquisition of, well, I don't know. I'm just reading some things that say it's a merger. So, according to Benzinga, they say it is a merger. I don't know what it is. I haven't been following it super extensively. So, it's not a merger? For MMAT? It says 607s. But yeah, we got NAKD popping up. Okay, so here we go. Hey, thank you, Jason, my man. Hey, I appreciate that, brother. The real question is, so that's cool and all, but learned everything I need to know from John London over there at Beginner Training. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. My real question is what did Mish Cole send you in your inbox? She was like, Jason, check your inbox. I'm always curious, like, is she talking smack now? Or is she going to be like, John doesn't know anything. He said my stock was bad 2 years ago. You know? John didn't like the stock I wasted all my money on. It's usually what I hear. You create a lot of enemies in the YouTube world. It's interesting. I think there's just a lot of ego floating around in stock trading. I think stock traders are just, they want to be right. And when they're not right, they never admit it. You know? Where it's like me, I'll make fun of myself. I was notorious. You want to hear a funny story? I called GameStop short. Y'all ready for this? At $4 a share. Yep, true story. GameStop short at $4. But to my credit here, I will defend myself a little bit. To my credit, GameStop's a terrible company. At least it was at the time. GameStop was a terrible company. It was losing money every single quarter. There was a reason it was 120% short float. The hedge funds aren't dumb. Hedge funds are some of the smartest people in the world. You know, you don't just get into a hedge fund. You got to be like elite of the elite in college to get into some of these big time New York hedge funds. And so there's a reason they're short, or they were short in GameStop a few years ago. It's because it was a terrible, obsolete company that physical video games are trending in a really obvious way against retail stores, you know, and it is what it is. Now, in hindsight, of course, I was outlandishly wrong and hilariously wrong, you know, because, well, if we look at GameStop now, GameStop's at $187, you know, but my point is that we're all wrong sometimes, and I was certainly wrong with GameStop back in the day. I was right and wrong. I called GameStop short at $4. I didn't actually take the short. I just said I didn't. I said I thought GameStop would ultimately be over with within a year, and I was certainly wrong. Yeah, honestly, guys, my whole family is sick. Everybody is home from school today. Literally everybody. Like, my whole family is sick. Carol spiked a fever yesterday. Jack, my son, spiked a fever. My daughter was spiking a fever. And I'm the only one that's not really sick. I'm the only one that's not really sick, but everybody else is. Yeah. So copy trading in stocks is illegal unless you're stock market copy trading is illegal, Jason, unless you're like a hedge fund, because that's kind of what hedge funds do if you think about it, man. Is hedge funds trade for you, you know. And so allowing just random people to copy trade for you in the stock market is illegal. And so, yeah, like, stock market copy trading is illegal. It's one of the reasons, like, everybody uses the crypto market. And honestly, the crypto market is fine. Like, people, like, listen, I don't know if I'd be comfortable trading other people's money. You know what I mean? Like, one of the reasons I'm able to make money every day is because I'm able to understand, like, yo, it's my money. I can do whatever I want with it. You know what I mean? And so that's one of the only reasons that I can make money, is because I have freedom with my money. If I was trading somebody else's money, I don't necessarily think I would have that freedom. You know? You know what I mean? So but copy trading in crypto works. It just works. You know, if we really look at copy trading, it's just about setting limits. All right, like the key to do this, guys, and I'm going to tell you the key to do this. The key to do this is to find traders that have been around for a long time. Right? Find traders that have been around and maintain these accuracy rates for a long time. Like, if you can find traders that have stuck around for the long haul when they do this, then you can have an edge over a lot of people, right? This guy's stuck in bags, of course. Kind of how it goes. Anybody stuck in bags, we're not following. But you want to find traders that have been around for around for the long haul. A lot of these guys are going to have big percentage gains. And I want to find somebody that's not sitting in a bunch of bags like this person. So let's see how long. This person's making, wow, look at these gains. Green, green, green. But see, this person's only been doing it for the last week, which means that, I don't know. I'm skeptical for people that haven't been doing it that long. But I think you really got to get into some of these big time traders. Like, look at this guy. This guy has made $207,000 over the last 3 weeks with a 48% accuracy rate. This guy, Good Shot here, has made $65K. But the question is, how long have they been trading? This guy's a shorter. And he's down. See, here's the problem, man. Who follows these guys? Who follows this guy, man? Like, does anybody actually check? Does anybody actually check what they're sitting on? Wow. This dude's sitting on thousands% in losses. It's crazy. Who follows this guy, man? This guy's full? Good Shot is full? It's because he's not cutting his losses. Ridiculous, man. Now, some of these guys look decent, though. You know? But man, look at this guy. This guy's been in a funk. I at least respect this guy because he's at least cutting his losses. He's not sitting on bags of losses here. And like, look at this. Like, when you look at the entire history, he's pretty solid. I can respect this guy. Even if he took bags of losses on the 20th when the crypto market crashed, he makes enough to sustain that. Look at this. Yeah. Yeah, and see, I can respect this guy. This guy's been doing it for a month. And he's been green most of the time, at least. Except for the very beginning. But see, that means his 3-week accuracy rate is his true accuracy rate. For this Lao Zhao guy. Hey, what's up, Rod? SNOA? It's illegal in the US. eToro gets away with it because they allow people outside the US to do it, not people in the US. For like stock copy trading. But yeah, if you want to check out BitGet and use, you know, any of these copy traders, there's some profitable ones out there. Again, my suggestion for you all is to look at the entire history of the copy traders trades. But again, it's pretty easy, guys. And listen, if you want to put money into this, you just go to buy crypto at the top right. You say, yo, I want to put $300 in Bitcoin. If you really want to copy trade, you probably want to just put it in on USDT. You want to buy $300 worth of USDT using Visa or MasterCard or Google Pay, and you just click purchase at the bottom right and get it done that way. But yeah, here's the link if you want to check it out. You can get a bunch of stuff off by using my link. Yeah, SNOA is absolutely ripping up, guys. It's at 820s, 830s right now. Let's see why. Alright, so SNOA, they launched their first over-the-counter product in the US on Amazon and a new consumer-focused product on Amazon in Europe. Okay, so yeah, somebody's asking me what I mean by bag holding in copy trading. I mean holding huge... Bag holding is a term in trading. It's kind of trading jargon. It is a term used to describe somebody that instead of cutting losses instead just sits on their losses until they turn around, hopefully, and turn into winning trades. Right, so it's a term for somebody that refuses to exit losing positions and just sits on those said losing positions forever. Holding bags of shares forever. It's trading jargon. It's basically used to call somebody. It's basically a trading jargon used to describe somebody that refuses to cut their losses when they should. And so if one of these copy traders is sitting there holding 2,000% in losses because they're desperate to keep their 90% accuracy rate, they're bag holding. They're sitting on bags of losses. As I said. Yeah, SNOA going crazy here. I'm looking up the catalyst for this guy. So the SNOA catalyst is this. Sonoma Pharmaceuticals launches its first over-the-counter products in the U.S. on Amazon and a new customer-focused product on Amazon in Europe. To be honest, this is cool and everything, but it's not that good of a catalyst. Anybody can list anything on Amazon. Alright, like I could list something on Amazon. Does it mean that my company's doing better? No, anybody can list anything on Amazon. That's what Amazon is. Anybody can literally sell on it. And so, I don't know. Who knows? And honestly, guys, I'm starting to think I should maybe try to be a copy trader myself. Hey, what's up from Thailand, Tommy? Hey, what's up, brother? RCAT is a dead ringer. SNOA. All right, let me check out Bob. Bob last night sent me a script. What kind of script is this? Okay, so I'm assuming, Bob, that this is... I'm assuming this script is, I'm assuming this script is, okay, that's dope. Okay, so here is Bob's script. That's honestly a pretty dope script. Yeah, it's pretty dope, Bob. I like it. Look at CEI ripping up tier today. But look at SNOA. So SNOA getting listed on Amazon. I'm not super sold on that catalyst, but it does look like the best stock this morning, if I'm being completely real. The float is pretty small, too. This is a 2.67 million float. So pretty small. Yeah, no worries, Bob. I mean, I'm gonna call it yours. I know you might not have created it, but nah, I appreciate it. It's pretty cool. It tells you where the buys are stepping in. Look at that. So okay, so this script that Bob sent me tells you who's in control of each volume candle, and so the sellers are in control of this one. Kind of tells you the sentiment of the candle, which is cool. It's ThinkScript, Lysergic. From what I've seen, it's similar to Python. You know, so like it's ThinkScript. I've never built anything. I don't know ThinkScript, so it's something I have to learn. But just from looking at it, it looks similar to Python. Very literal language. Hey, what's up, team? But yeah, it's a pretty dope script. I like it, man. I like it. There we go. We're also going to be doing a giveaway today, guys. We're going to be doing a giveaway. If you sign up to BitGet, if you've signed up using my link on BitGet, you can be part of the giveaway. Hey, what's up, Mo? All right, so here's SNOA pulling back here. Do you think it bounces here? Also, out of the poll today, guys, we got 128 people voting. 62% of you think no, AMC is not going to bounce. 62%. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. We're watching SNOA. We got Zevo on the move here, too. We got Boyle. We've got New. What's up, Mo? Yeah. Still waiting on Genus to pop. Yeah, it's a slow day. I mean, SNOA is the only good-looking one. I know Zevo popped and then basically fell right back down. We've got the Plague, PLAG on the move. We got New trying to make moves as well. We got Boyle trying to. AMC down today, but we'll see if we bounce. Like I said, I think we got some support at 38. We'll see what happens. I think as long as it stays over 30, I'm okay with AMC. We got GBR that looked strong earlier. It's kind of testing those previous lows now, so we'll see what happens there as well. Yeah, MMAT making big moves this morning. Hey, thank you, Stock. Hey, I appreciate it. How do we know we signed up correctly? I can't seem to get it to work. For some reason, it says username or password is incorrect. Within 2 hours, non-verifications can be performed. For which one? What did you sign up for, Tiny? For which one? Yeah, Tiny's going to come on stream today. Yeah, so Tiny's going to come on stream around 9 a.m. At 9 a.m. market time. Okay. Oh, so for BitGet, so yeah, Tiny, if you're talking about BitGet, you should be able to sign up pretty straightforward. Yeah, Tiny is coming on stream today. Tiny's been a part of the community for years and years. Okay, so I did hear back we had a few people on BitGet saying that their mobile verification link wasn't showing up. I got word back from my contact. He said, regarding the SMS verification, our IT department told me that it's mainly due to the receiver's device. If the first code didn't pop up, you can try again immediately so that our SMS provider will send the code in a different channel. And that's what honestly worked for me. Like, I had the same issue with BitGet to where when I was trying to verify my account, it wouldn't okay, so yeah, it wouldn't send me the verification code through text message. Like, my email verification would run smoothly, but when I tried to verify through text, it just wouldn't work. And so what I had to do is that I had to wait for the timing to run out and then resubmit it. And usually on the third submission, I'll finally get the text message. Another way to get around that is just to remove your phone number so that you don't have to verify through text anymore. You can verify through email if that's preferable or something like that. That's probably the easier way to do it. But yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, true OG for sure. Hey, what's up, Billy Ray? AMC needs volume. Yeah, we'll see about AMC. I mean, MMAT is big on the list today. Honestly, I'm trying to find the best copy traders. So, for all my copy traders out there, who has performed the best for you guys? Let me know. Yeah, CEI's been getting a lot of hype. So CEI's been getting a lot of hype here too. So yeah, for all my people using copy traders, what copy traders have y'all had success with? Oil plays, HLE. I did well on it last week. I'm in it again today. Which one, Maggie? I'm guessing you're talking about CEI. Yeah, CEI's testing the VWAP right now. I still remember the first time you mentioned me on stream 4 years ago. I was so pumped at work that day. I annoyed my coworkers. Hey, you know I got your back, Tidy. You've been here for years and years, and I appreciate you, you know. My copy trader I've had success with is John from Beginner Trading. So guy Hong. So let me check out Hong. You know, alright, so this guy Hong here. Let's check him out. Let me review him. We're gonna do copy trader reviews here. Hong. First of all, there's a few things I check initially. Ooh. This guy's sitting on bags of losses. And they're all from yesterday and the day before, too. But I guess this guy... Okay, so I guess I see what he's doing. Like, he is averaging in and then taking swigs. Andre Coin. Ew, I mean, this guy's 305% down. DRV, so let's look at this guy's history. What happened to this guy, though? I mean, this guy, his percentages aren't great. I mean, it shows he's down 305% all time and the last week, so he's down about 6K. So what happened to him? What I'm seeing is that he takes pretty small positions, but when he loses big. And the 21st got him, it looks like. But he's been trading for a long time, and so I respect the fact that he's still around. If y'all got any other copy traders y'all want me to take a look at, let me know. Yeah, so how about the Cowboys, man? The Cowboys look pretty good this year. All right, so I've been hungover. I haven't been hungover in a decade. I'm a Cowboys fan. Hey, they ran over the Eagles. My team looked like eesh. Yeah, CC Lamb. Yeah, I'm assuming you mean CC Lamb. Yeah, CC Lamb is a beast. Yeah. All right, guys. So let's vote on who I put my money on BitGet. We're gonna do a poll on who I put my money on BitGet. I'm gonna pick out 4 copy traders, and y'all help me. Listen, if y'all have any recommendations for copy traders on BitGet, let me know. All right, let me know. Like, my goal is to find the most profitable ones. All right, so first of all, I'm looking at this guy, get it, or whatever his name is. First of all, we're gonna look and see if he's holding bags. He's not. All right, let's see how long he's been trading. He's had a little tough go back to the 20th, but he's not super active. Really profitable before that. All right, so honestly, I like this guy. This guy is honestly really profitable. Wow. Wow. This guy's been trading for a little bit less than a month now on here too. Made 263%. And so here's option 1. All right, here's option 1. His name is We'll make him number 1 on the list for copy trading. Option 1 is trader. All right, so we got one option here, team. Again, if y'all have any recommendations for copy trading, let me know. We've got this guy, which is showing about 85% accuracy. First, we look to see if he's holding any bags, which he is, but they're bags of wins, which is great. First thing I notice is big percentages. On the 19th, he lost a bunch. A bunch. That's too much losses on the 19th. I don't think he's an option. All right, so we're going to move it on. Keep moving on. All right, I want to see somebody that's got a lot of transactions now that I think about it. Like, I want somebody that's got a lot of transactions because that's going to be ultimately more confirming of their skill level. All right, so we got this person with 237 transactions. Let's see what they're doing here. Big wins. They're Bitcoin shorters, it looks like. So it looks like they're mostly shorting Bitcoin. They're taking big size. Huge gains here. Okay, this is certainly an option. This person is certainly an option here. All right, so we got trader number 1, and then we got this one as number 2. All right, so we got that one as number 2. All right, so we got We got that one. And honestly, this is probably my favorite one so far. All right, then let's keep on moving, guys. Let's keep on moving. All right, we got Mystery here with a 98% accuracy rate. First, let's check to see if they're holding bags, which they are. Okay, so we're just going to immediately lose them, not even mess with them. They're holding bags of losses. Let's check this guy here. All right, good P&L history. Let's see the bags. Okay, they're holding bags too. We can't mess with them. Let's look for this guy here. Let's look for somebody with high transactions. MROK. All right, looks good, except for those 108% losses. But at least they're cutting their losses. Nope, they're holding bags too. All right, so we're going to move on from them. Look at this guy, man. This guy making huge percentages. This guy's got a 100% accuracy rate. Wow, this guy's got a 100% accuracy rate. Look at these percentages. Oh my goodness. This can't be right. Wow. This can't be right. How in the world did they make these percentages? Oh my gosh, dude. Alright, well, this is number 3. This is Trader 3, option 3. Yeah, this is probably... We'll still make it option 3. That's just one trade, but it was a good trade. Alright. And let's find one more to make it trader 4, and then we'll move on from copy trading for the day. Alright, look at this person. 7. Now we got 7 here. Let's look at the bags that they're holding, if they're holding any. Alright, they're holding some bags, but they're small trades. So those are just their current trades. So those are fine. I like the scalping methods. Okay. Very active trader. Took some losses there. Making money for the most part. When they lose, they lose. I do like the fact that they're never really losing over 50% in any single trade. And they've been trading for a consistent amount of time too. Putting in pretty big gains. This one's honestly great. Alright, so we'll put 7 as trader 4. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so 7 is trader 4. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to pick that one. We'll have them on the list, but I don't think I'm going to pick that one. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and vote on these copy traders now, guys. Alright, so... which copy trader should I use here? We're going to build this list. We've got ha 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 trader. We've got whatever this is. Let me make sure this isn't any like a curse word or something like that. Okay, this means world. So we got this guy, number 2. We've got 7, number 3. And then we've got the heart one. What's the heart one called? What's the heart one called? Alright. And then we got hunters. Alright. Alright, here's the poll. Vote now on which copy trader I should use. We just dropped the poll here. Yes, those are audited trading results, AI. Those are audited trading results. Alright, anyways. Yeah, it's just because I have the light screen right here, tiny. If I move it up, it'll go away. Let me know which trader you think I should use, guys. Let me exit out all this now. I think haha. My vote is either for haha or 7. I think haha and 7 have the most consistent results, personally, myself. I think haha and 7. Yeah, those are probably my favorite ones. So vote now, guys. We got 11 votes. 55% are voting for 7, the copy trader 7. Which, again... if we look at this, this is 7 right here. Roughly 84% accuracy rate. Over the last 3 weeks, he's made 291%. He's taken 341 trades, made a total profit of about $2,000 over the last 3 weeks. All right, this is probably my favorite one. He's not sitting on huge bags, and if they are, they're pretty small, to be honest. They're not huge. They're all from today. And so, yeah, 46% are saying 7 out of 24 people. 46% of people are saying 7. Yeah, it's just because if I have a light screen at the top like this, then it'll make my hat fuzzy. Angelic. The bill of your head sparkles. Alright, so we got NASCAR voting for haha. Alright, guys, we got 29 votes in the copy trading thing. Again, 55% of you think we should vote for 7. I'm going to let it get up to 50 votes. And then after 50 votes, we'll end it. And we'll give our money to the trader that gets the most votes. But look at CEI on the move, guys. CEI on the move. Again, SNOA ripping up there, holding at $9, continuing to make a push. No, I haven't seen copy traders on regular stocks. But again, I mean, the really dope thing about BitGet is that you can be a copy trader yourself and literally earn 10%. You earn 10% on any profit you make. And so if I have 100 people following me and I make each of those 100 people $1,000, I literally earn $10,000 myself. I earn 10% of the profit. And so there's certainly an incentive to be a copy trader on BitGet. And again, super cool platform. Again, here's the link if you want to check out the platform we're doing all of this on. There's BitGet right there if you want to check it out. If Haha's full, we're going to go with 7. I think 7 is going to win anyway. You know, with 38 votes. We need 12 more votes before we finalize this. And then I think we're just going to go with 7. Seven's only got 17 people here, so we still got a lot of places up too. So yeah, we're gonna go with this guy. We need 10 more votes. Ha is already full. Now we got 43 votes again. Ha is starting to overtake 7. So hey, vote now, guys. Vote now. All right, we got 5 more votes. What's up with the SPY today? I don't know. All right, we need 4 more votes, guys. Again, vote on the copy trader you think it will give me the best results. I'm probably going to go with 7. I think it's safe to assume that we're just going to go ahead and pick 7 now. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and follow 7. And we're going to allow him to trade everything. We're going to give him a 1-to-1 ratio here. So we're going to follow him with a 1-to-1 ratio. We're going to give him a stop loss of 50% since he rarely loses over 50%. And we're going to give him a maximum follow of $100. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're following the man 7. Again, with a 1-to-1 ratio, we're giving him a stop loss of 50%. And we're giving him a maximum follow of $100. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how 7 performs here, guys. But boom, he is now set. And again, I'll update you on how this goes with 7. Yeah. What's up, Casey? All right, so we're going to go ahead and end that poll. Thank you all for voting. We had 50 votes. And yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, so we got Zevo. All right, we got Fammy moving up. Look at Fammy here. I saw Fammy move up this morning. Hey, what's up, Casey? Hey, good morning, brother. All right, so yeah, what do you think of Fammy, guys? I mean, we got some of these penny stocks that are really moving. Hey, y'all hit that like button, guys. Everybody hit that subscribe button. Do I need to do my next copy or my next typing test here? Honestly, I'm going to hit 80 words a minute, guys. Just to put it into perspective, the last 2 typing tests I did. SNOA still pushing up here. 950s has been confirmed as a resistance level. So, we're going to see what happens here for SNOA. It's probably my favorite. It's holding between that 9 and 950 support levels. So we'll see if it continues. All right, so yeah, we got SNOA here. Now 20% FAMI. You were right yesterday with RCAT. I'm not gonna say it, but I'm always right. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but wonder if you know what I would change my settings in order to allow the download to go through. For which one, Tiny? The download for what? You can respond in a message. You don't have to respond out in the open. You can just respond with a message if you want. But yeah, just let me know. Just found it. Let's see if it works. I mean, we can do our typing test. I could try. Let me do it. I have something here. All right, let's do it again. Here's typing test. Alright, y'all ready? Alright, let's do our typing test, guys. Alright. Oh, they hit me with the word Switzerland? I've gotten better. Look at me. Check me out over here, man. #1 typer in the world right now. Look at me. Killing it, man. Killing it. 89 words per minute. Oof. Really, it was 91 words per minute. I just misspelled something. Man, I told you guys, I'm the top 3 typers in the world right now. You know? You're welcome. I've graced you with my presence in typing today. Alright. Sorry, I had to do it. Anyways. Yeah, we got SNOA. We'll see what happens. There's $9 here. So we're going to see if it holds at 9 and continues, of course. I'm in FEIM right now at 1070s looking for a VWAP run. FEIM or FAMI? Yeah, FEIM. I've talked about it before. Low liquidity, low volume, not much action, not super favorable looking, gapped up and then completely reversed and headed all the way back down. And so, you know, I don't personally like this one. I think the liquidity just looks way too low for me. Personally, but you know, if y'all are trading it, y'all do y'all's thing. I just don't know anything about this company. I've seen a few people mention it, had mixed results from it. Low float, 6 million in the float. Looking at the catalyst here, and I can't find any reason this one's actually up, except for, okay, I do see something here from yesterday on September 27th. It said Frequency Electronics, which is FEIM, wins a $17.75 million contract by the Office of Naval Research to develop pulsed optically pumped rubidium atomic frequency standard. And so it does have a catalyst, but again, low volume, not much action, not really my favorite here, to be honest. So we'll see what happens with FEIM. Again, very low liquidity. You can see, even like yesterday, the volume was pretty light. Nothing really going on for this one here. What's up with Any? Any's just kind of following Bitcoin, I think. So Any spiked up yesterday, so that did look good. I don't know what happened with it. This is Sphere 3D. They're down about 7% in after hours. So I see an article that dropped yesterday about Any. It dropped in after hours yesterday. It said, did Elon Musk just indirectly lift Any stock ahead of its merger? It's a now deleted blog post from Seeking Alpha contributor sent the stock of Sphere 3D shooting up, but how? By suggesting Elon Musk could be joining the board of the new company that Sphere will form after merging with Gryphon Digital Mining. The simple offering of Ethereum was all it took for Any stock to start rising. So this is just rumors. Rumors that Musk could join the board is what Any popped up from. Now, we'll see if that actually happens. Again, it was a now deleted post, so it's not even out there anymore. They eventually deleted the entire post. So, you know, it is what it is. With Arcat, I mean, this is usually what happens here with Arcat. They pop up and they fail. They pop up and they fail. Alright. Alright, team. Hey John, you back with TradeNet? I thought they stopped U.S. customers. I mean, I'm not using TradeNet, bro. I trade on Thinkorswim. I've got a $30,000 Thinkorswim account, Vice. Good to see you though, bro. But yeah, I don't trade on them any. They don't accept U.S. clients for that. So yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't have anything against them. They just don't accept U.S. clients. All right. We'll get Tony in here, and I guess Tiny, if you want to join us, you can. Hey, nice Vice. Hey, yes, sir. Alright, guys. So let me get Tony in here. I see Tiny. I was going to say, so So Tiny, let me know if you want to join the stream now. You can. Tony's asking me to link him, so Tony's joining the stream too right now. So if you want to join the stream now, let me know. If not, that's completely fine. We still got about an hour until you were supposed to come on, Tiny. So yeah, just let me know. You can hop on the stream now with Tony, or you can wait as well. It's completely up to you. All right, let me go ahead and get everybody in here. We're gonna get Tony on board. Yeah, CEI is interesting, and I'm using this level here. Hey, shout out to Coding. Thank you, Jan, for becoming a member, brother. Hey, I appreciate you, sir. Thank you, brother. Cheers to you. I appreciate the love and support, bro. I really do. Thank you, man. And yeah, guys, like I said, y'all can become a member if you would prefer to. You can use these coveted emojis. Let me show you guys. These are probably the top 3 emojis in the game right now. And we got Alf popping up here. It's at 770s. 770s for Alf. Let's see what happens. All right, let me see what's up with Tiny. All right, let me get I'll get Tony in here, Tiny, and then I'll send you the link, and you can just join whenever you want to. Oh, I need you to do one thing for me, Tiny, before you join, though. Yeah, let me start the music. Hold on one second, guys. We're multitasking here. Hey, what's up, Eddie? Hey, thank you, guys. Hey, I appreciate that, brother. I mean, to be honest, Larry, judging how much money you spend in a trade, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like the form of saying, hey, you spent $10,000 in this trade, and so that was your risk, is ridiculous. You know, I've seen people do that over the years. Usually it's new people, and I know you're not new, Larry, but the reason you wouldn't want to do it like that is because you're not risking $10,000 if you spend that much in equity. Like, the amount of equity you use per trade is not your risk. You know, that the stock's not going to go to zero in a day trade. I mean, it could, but it's extremely unlikely. And so your risk in the trade is just the risk level you give yourself, right? So if you give yourself a 20-cent risk, that's your risk, right? If I'll put it this way. If I buy 1,000 shares of a $1 stock, my risk isn't $1,000. You know, that's just the amount of equity I needed in the trade. The stock's not going to go to zero. I mean, it could, I guess, but it's just extremely unlikely. And so that's not your risk. You know, and anybody's trades are going to look bad if you make the amount of equity they spend in the trade the risk, right? So if somebody spends $1,000 in a trade, if you make that the risk, they're not going to make 1,000 cents per share, bro. Or they're not going to make 100% gains, in the trade. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not an accurate depiction of the risk in somebody's trade. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that's not pawn's risk. I know what I'm saying though. Hey, thank you, Rob, my man. Hey, thank you, brother. Look at the members showing up. Hey, I appreciate you guys. My man Rob Steer becoming a sponsor. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Jan. Thank you, guys. Look at Alf. Alf is ripping up here. All I'm trying to say is that I disagree, Larry. And we can all, like I said, you're cool, man. I appreciate y'all being here. I just disagree. I think that in day trading, you can't use the amount of equity you spend in a trade as your risk, because your risk is always going to be huge. Then it's always going to sound like you're taking a huge risk in every trade, even if you're being super safe and protective and having like a 10-cent risk. If you make it in the entire equity you spend on the trade, then of course it's going to seem bad. But again, in day trading, that's not your risk. Your risk is the specific level you choose to exit the trade at. So it's like if I get in at $8.20. And I give myself a 20-cent risk, I get out at $8, my risk is 20 cents. If I make 20 cents on the trade, then I had a 1-to-1 ratio. If I make 40 cents on the trade, then I had a 2-to-1 ratio, so forth and so on. That's the difference. But yeah, I'm looking at Alf here. I'm looking at Alf. It says Alf reported a partnership with V-Star Media to enable advertisers to purchase digital out-of-home campaigns programmatically. Alf software improves performance of programmatic digital media spend, and advertising is set to surpass $150 billion for programmatic advertising by the end of 2021. And so it did drop an article that said they basically hit a partnership with another company for Alf. It's been a while since I've seen this stock, to be honest, for Alf. It has a pretty small float of $8. Or I mean, it's got a pretty small float of 8 million. Hey, hold on, Tony. Let me get you in here, bro. My bad. Alright, so there goes Alf bouncing here. Oh yeah, so Tiny, I need you to send me an email here. Hold on. Here, hold on, Tony. Alright, anyways. Alright, so I got the screen up. Tony, let me get you in here, brother. Alright. It's all good, but I am a little skeptical, that's all, of what people claim, not you. You are the most transparent trader on the internet. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I know, bro. I know, like I said, I get it. Honestly, I am too. I'm a very skeptical trader. I'm skeptical of everything, bro. You know. Like, I'm skeptical of everything. I don't trust anybody. And as should you. You shouldn't trust anybody either, because that's kind of how it goes. You know, we're on the internet. Good morning, Tony. Oh, no. Yo, I am on mute. Good morning, Tony. What's up, bro?
What's up?
Hey, let me fix the audio real quick. Hold on one second.
All right, just check my mic. This is where it's gonna be.
Yeah, there we go. Let's do a sound check, guys. Can you hear Tony? You should be good. Yeah, so Alf popping up big, man.
Yeah, I'm all in XOM right now with the oil plays. A little bit of energy going on.
Yeah.
Elfie going on.
Yeah,
like
man.
A lot of different things.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have a good day, sir emoji? Maybe I would subscribe. I mean, if you haven't subscribed yet, I mean, you're not going to, sir. You know. Oh, you're talking about becoming a member. No, the only emojis we have are this beautiful face right here, man. And dude, I can't even express. Look at this majestic face right here. Look at this. Boom. Look at that.
Notice
man.
everybody keeps my face off a screen lately.
Yeah.
There's a reason. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways,
you shaved your beard, bro. I saw it on Twitter. You shaved your beard, bro. You shaved it, bro. Honestly,
yeah, I feel like I actually got carded when I went to the MGM casino the other day in Northfield, Ohio.
Feels
I
good,
go
huh?
in, they're like, I'm like, yeah, you know what it is. I was like, I'm feeling like I'm 16 again. All my friends said, you wish you looked like you're 16. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? I look like I'm 12. I'm sorry. 16 didn't cut yet. I didn't get up there. No puberty for me.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm right there in the same story with you, bro. I hated looking young all my life, dude. I looked incredibly young all my life. When I was like, and like, of course, when you're 20 years old, the girls don't really want to get with the guy that looks like he's 15. You know what I mean? And so it's like, even though I was older than them, I'd be like 22. I'd still look like a 15-year-old. I couldn't grow a beard either. I had like a little goatee, like a little.
They used to call him Patch Adams.
They
No,
did. Look, patchy. They should have called me that. My beard was certainly patchy enough. But even now, like now, I finally appreciate it. Because even people in the stream, they're like, bro, you don't look like you're however old I am. I'm not gonna tell you guys how old I am. I'm over 30 though. I'll tell you that. But now I appreciate it. Definitely the youngest looking trader in the world.
At least we still act like we're 16. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Listen, you don't get old until you start acting old, and I'm not acting old. But I look young from far away. If somebody gets up close to me, they see my wrinkles. I've got some crow's, whatever they're called, under my eyes. You can see my wrinkles. If you get close to me, I look old. I was always like, yeah, I'm never gonna get Botox. But then, like, I can't even lie. The last time my wife was getting her hair done, they did Botox over there, and I was like, man, I talked to the lady for like 30 minutes. Of course, Carol was like, nah, you can't get that, and I guess I don't want it, but I certainly considered it. I also told myself I wouldn't be on Just for Men, but I haven't grayed yet, but the gray is coming. The gray is certainly coming, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to look
before
young.
we get back to stocks, I got a little bit of salt. It's okay, man. What happens is, right, it's like when you go into that interview where you go around people, they're like, oh yeah, this guy's got a little bit of character because he's got some salt in his pepper.
Right, yeah, for sure. Get a little, get a little wisdom in there, have that wisdom.
All right, let's check out that Elfie again.
Okay.
Let me if you can pull that up, good sir. All right. So it's a pop here. What do we pop up? We're up about 80 cent, around the 80 cents level right there, 81. Is there any catalyst? What's going on with this one? What's the rush, or is it just,
Alf is up. It is up because they reported a partnership with ViStar Media to enable advertisers to purchase digital out-of-home campaigns programmatically. Now, I don't know. I have no idea what that means. Okay, so I think I actually do know what that means. So they have a program that they have automatic programmatic marketing, I guess is what I'm assuming. So like some type of like AI marketing campaign is what this seems like to me. Now maybe you guys in the chat, which are always way more knowledgeable than me over here, explain to us what this means. I'm a programmer myself, and even still, I don't know what this means. Programmatic advertising, what does that mean? Is that like AI? Does that mean they automatically do it for you? And with that said, look at it breaking highs. It's up to 830s right now. 830s.
Oh, it just went up to 830s?
Yeah.
Whoa, we were just looking at it again. Where were we just looking at? It was like 8. Yeah, that definitely jumped. We were just talking about it at 788. I'm sorry. I was trying to think about where it was a second ago.
Nice. Yeah, it's making big moves here. Making big moves. Let's get Tiny in here. Tiny's going to join the stream with us too today. Listen, I'm sorry to everybody else, but Tiny is the super OG. She has been here for like years and years and years. She's seen the channel grow from just a young pup to what we are now, which is kind of like a teenager, I guess. But she's seen the channel grow, so we're going to let her in here.
She's Max's age now.
Yeah, she's been supporting the channel since a young age. So we appreciate her. Let's get her in here. All right, so Alf is ripping up. Yeah, Alf is ripping up. So I sent her the link. Alf, definitely the best watch today. I see a few other ones here, but Alf is certainly at the top. We've got a few other things that look halfway decent, like SNOA and Alf are the two that are really popping off, making moves.
Come on, Exxon, baby. If you hit over 60, I don't know, dude. If it hits over 60, I think it's got at least a. Now, I don't want to say anything because we can all get sued, but I think it's got a little bit of run.
Don't sue us.
I think I'm gonna smack the butt of my horse, and I think it's gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna have some fun today. Sorry, I'm getting excited.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. We'll see. I don't trade oil plays very often, so I don't. What's the reason you got into this trade?
Energy.
Okay.
Oil's one aspect
thesis?
of it, but they're the second biggest energy period of natural gas provider. I mean, across the thing right now. I mean, everything's shutting down overseas and everything. You think we're in some trouble, like Texas, inside of your guys' situation over there?
Right.
But actually, overseas, it's about to start being affected, and then it's about to start being bought up. Right now, everybody's focusing on it as well, along with the infrastructure bill, regardless of what the government's doing with their piddle-pat back and forth right now. It is one of the main aspects. And one last thing, people. If you go to the gas station, what's your gas up, right? Your gas is probably up like $3 right now. At the beginning of the year, I'm just saying, at the beginning of the year, I thought gas was what, 179. I think I got it at like 3 months ago. So if you're telling me I went, maybe not 3 months ago, okay, people, maybe 5 months, okay, but if you're telling me I went from 179 a gallon for my car up to 298, and some are trickling to 305 and stuff like that, well, it's going to continue. So it's a double aspect there. It's the oil inside of that regime, but also the natural gas providing as well. So that's where I'm kind of hoping. And then on top of it, it was down to 57 yesterday, and then now it's up to 59, and yesterday it closed out at 58.30 or 59.30. I'm sorry. So I just think if it goes over its thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, here's Tiny. Let me let Tiny in. What's up, Tiny? You there? Let's see. There we go. She's joining now. All right, Tiny, you should be in here.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good to have you here. Like I said, Tiny is the super OG. She's been here for like 4 years? Long time.
Welcome.
Yes. Good to have you here, Tiny. But yeah, so you there, Tiny? Can we hear you?
I am, but I think I have a double delay going on.
Oh no. Okay, so are you on a delay? So mute the stream if you're watching the stream from somewhere else. Mute that, and that's probably the best way to do it. Is just to mute that stream. Okay,
yep,
yeah, that's fine. That sounds fine. So yeah, good to have you here.
Good morning, peeps. Thank you, John. This is awesome.
I know. I'm glad to have you here. Hey, listen, don't be nervous. It's a little intimidating at first, but like the more you come on the stream, if you ever want to come on the stream again, the easier it gets. And so it's a little intimidating at first. You know me, I've been doing it for years now, so I'm just completely used to it. But it might be a little bit of a learning experience, so just don't stress it. You got this, and happy to have you here.
Thank you. I'm super happy to be here, dude. I'll come on anytime, man. That way I can learn more.
Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, it'll be a fun time, and we got Tony here today.
What up?
So Tony, did you buy options with your XOM play?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's an options play. When does it expire?
Yeah. This week. I went this week.
All right.
Yeah, honestly, if anybody's doing anything that I ever do, you're not allowed to do the same expiration date as me. These are lotto plays. So you do a week or a month out, just so I don't get sued. Okay.
Don't copy Tony. Don't copy Tony.
Yeah. No, I went with the 62 strike this week. I figured if I can get it move up to 61, I'll be happy with the small gains there. So I bought them at 9 cents. Down to 7 cents, so I'm down 2 cents on them right now. But as soon as it opens up, I'm just saying, as soon as it opens up, I've gained everything back right there. And what I'm just hoping is that when it goes over 60 there, because it's battling around that line right there of 59.95 and 59.96. If it can have its push, I believe it's got a good opportunity to run. And volume got up to 26 million during trading day, and then for some reason, as soon as trading ended, it decided to jump up to 32 million volume right there. So there was a bunch of stuff happening after our.
Yeah, oh wow! Look at the drop, dude. Look at this. Is this showing up on y'all screen?
Yeah, that's what it's been for the months and stuff like that.
Oh no. Did you see this? This must be a glitch. Sorry, but did you see that? Did anybody see that? Yeah, that had to be it. Okay, that's a glitch. Okay,
I was gonna tell you, scared the crap out of me.
Dude, honestly, it kind of scared me. It dropped like 70 cents, like 65 cents in one candle. But it's just a glitch. If it, to make you feel better, it's just a glitch. It happens.
So Tony went bankrupt on live.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that'd have been great content, bro. Great content.
No, but I'm just saying that. I'm sorry, but it's just with that one right there last night, it's just everything started to brew in with a bunch of orders. And then this morning, it's jumped up like, 60 cents so far. And that's just inside of the pre-market. So those are the ones that I usually look to run. But what were you going to say, John? Sorry about that.
I was just going to say, what do y'all think of SNOA? Like, if we look at SNOA here, if we look at the daily chart, every time this thing spikes, it fails. Literally every time it spikes, it fails. In the last year, this thing has spiked up to some big levels, and it has not held its gains one time. Like, literally every single time this thing spikes, I'm sure 2A loves this thing, because every single time this one spikes, within a day, it's down 50%. And so we can see the start of that here back in May. In May of 2020, SNOA spiked almost to $20. Within a day, it was back down at $9. Later on the I guess July, counting with my fingers for months here, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, it spiked up to 12.70s. Within a day, it was down, not 50%, I guess, but within a day, it was down to $8 a share. So it spiked it dropped like 30% after that. Then in December of last year, it spiked up to $15. Literally within a day. And I don't know if they're hitting offerings after this. Maybe the chat knows. It's plausible that they are just dropping offerings, that they're spiking the price of their stock up and then they're hitting offerings on it, and that's consequently tanking the stock down. But again, it was up to 15. Within a day, it's back down to $8 a share. And this has happened over and over and over again for the last year for SNOA. And so I would love to be bullish on this thing, guys, but I can't help but look at the history of this chart here. We're up to about this level right now. So we're at this $9 level here. And we'll see what happens. What do you two think?
I have to agree with you, John, on that. Yeah, that's a pop and drop, and they're probably dropping more shares down.
Right.
I wouldn't trust that with a 10-foot pole unless you see like the fundamentals, whatever. Again, I try to check fundamentals, but it's really hard for me to kind of, I can gather the information, but to make it all make sense is kind of hard for me. But unless you see a major change in that area, I wouldn't hold that long term. That's why I like scalping. And I like the chart for like 2-way. I love to short right now. I'm trying to get my account ready for that in the near future. But yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, it seems like it's just a money machine if you can short these things. You got to just find a place. And that's why Cobra, like 2-way uses Cobra. I've really thought about it a few different times. But I think if I did short, I would have to have two different accounts. I'd need one where I have zero commission and then another one that was just dedicated to shorting. Because it seems like a really good way to make money because these just fail a lot.
Right.
I wouldn't touch this one. I'd be either too selfish. I'd pretty much ride it up and then I'd be like, nah, it's gonna keep going, and then I'd be like stuck holding the bag, just a giant book bag.
It's rough. And again, I'm trying to see. It's plausible that this could be they could just be dropping offerings on us for SNOA. Sonoma Pharmaceuticals are up after the company announced the launch of their over-the-counter products in the U.S. on Amazon. And so as somebody that runs an Amazon business, anybody can list anything on Amazon, And so I don't understand the big significance of this. Like, if it's over-the-counter, I mean, it's basically like selling vitamins on Amazon. That's not really a huge thing for a publicly traded company. It's kind of a small-time thing. So it makes me even more skeptical.
Well, I'm looking at the SEC filings. I got a little... the other group I belong to, so they allow me some access. I don't see It's only got 2 million shares unless I'm looking at it. And if it's dropping shares, well, it's dropping tiny amounts
Yeah.
over the last year. So it's kind of hard to tell for sure what it's doing that way.
Right. Yeah, tiny float, 2.6 million I'm showing. So
Yeah.
There's a
very
lot of tiny talk going on.
Yeah. Well, somebody else said it. Tiny and Tony. Y'all have good correlating names. Tiny and Tony.
TNT.
It works. Yeah, TNT. That's right. That's a great name. That's
What
the
are
nickname
you
for
in,
y'all now.
Tiny, right now? What are you focusing
So
on?
yeah, I was gonna mention that I did have 2 shares. It's the second time I've swung at MRO, Marathon Oil Company.
Okay.
It seems to do well when the gas prices go up and when there's talk of gas stuff. Again, I'm kind of unsure of how all of that works and whatnot, but
Yeah, me too. In the gas sector, I don't pay. I don't know how to trade those assets super well, to be honest.
well, I'm just going by the technicals on the chart, and I traded before for a nice little swing.
Yeah.
Gosh, it was last year, I think it was, and so I got in 2 shares at average of 11.77. Just not jumped out, but which was weird because TOS, when I first started trading, John, I don't remember if you know this or anybody else. I don't remember TOS ever allowing us access, whether it was paper or live, to trade at 4 o'clock in the morning or even earlier.
I don't know. It's hard for me to remember too. I never tried, to be honest. Like, I was never up that early. I think the rule though is that I'm not sure about paper, but I think the rule now is like 7 a.m. is their cutoff time. So 7 a.m. is when, even if you're trading a real account or paper, I think you can't trade before 7 a.m. Eastern time. I think. The chat can probably
Gotcha.
help me out with that now. But I was shocked at that because you got to allow people to trade in pre-market. You got to, and so 7's kind of late for a major brokerage.
Power hour with Tiny and Tony.
Yeah, I saw that. That's cool. Thanks, Pawn.
Anyway, hey, you guys want to? That's a good play, by the way, Tiny. Just saying, but one that's going to be interesting to a lot of people today, and a lot of people in the room are probably in as well, is Any again. So
Yeah.
Any with Elon right now, if that does become, that's where that pop came pretty much yesterday.
Yeah.
Was because the Elon news there.
But they
and-
retracted the article, didn't they? So they retracted the article to where they put the article out. They said that maybe Elon was going to get a board seat or something like that, and then they deleted the article, right?
Yeah, I don't see it now.
Well, I mean, it's like, I think it's you who actually said it. I'm not 100% sure, but don't forget, like, what is it? Seeking Alpha are all opinion pieces.
Right, for sure.
Mhm.
They're not. Those aren't fact. Those aren't news like checked out and everything. These are all opinion pieces. So
Yeah, for sure.
like for the last, like, me in my junior infancy of trading, I used to think like, oh man, they all want to charge me. This must be some good information.
No,
and then
not
you
always.
figure out it's somebody who thought maybe Tom farted instead of Lou or something. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's just like, come on.
Yeah,
But
yeah, for sure. It's certainly opinion pieces, and they're influencing stocks as well. But from Benzinga, they said that they had one speculative piece, and they said that they dropped it. They suggested that Elon Musk could be joining the board of Sphere, which is ANY. They eventually deleted it, probably because they understand that's certainly going to influence the price. And if we look at Any, it absolutely did. Like Any at it looks like what time was this? This was at
Like 11:30 Pacific, so
yes, this was like 3.
1:30 or so.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, no, you're actually right. So yeah, 1:30. So it'd be 2:30 market time. So at 2:30 market time, this thing spiked, and I think that's when the article dropped as well. They eventually deleted the article, so it's like I think they understood that they were influencing Any a little bit. And Any is a mining stock, so it's like Any is going to move a lot of the time in sympathy with Bitcoin on a macro sense. Like on a small scale, on a shorter term sense, of course it does its own thing and it runs based off of its own fundamentals, but over the long haul it's going to follow Bitcoin mostly. But I guess maybe not. It's hard to tell with Any. I've seen Any get a lot of hype. It's kind of a middle ground between following Bitcoin and like independent penny stock volatility, if that makes sense. So it's like it's got its own volatility, but who knows? What do y'all think of Any in the chat, guys?
Any.
Yeah.
Any, actually, Any made me And he made me $1,000 actually. I put 300
Nice.
down in an options
wow,
play,
nice.
and I pulled out 1,300 from that in like an hour and a half that one day that it was doing some good. You know, that was that day, John. You remember? I got in it, and then I randomly got out, and then I was mad at myself originally, and then the next day you pulled up any, and it dropped to like nothing because it had an offering, and you're like,
Yeah.
"No, man, you did the right thing," and I'm like,
Right.
"Yeah, you know,
Taking profits, man. You know?
I'll change my tune from there. I'm like, yeah, you know, I felt it.
I
right?
did it on
was
purpose,
right.
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
know, I did it on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, and Robert said Elon cried about Bitcoin environmental effect. He's just been so back and forth with that. The reality is, there's this big argument in crypto about proof of stake versus proof of work, right? And proof of stake is the new form of crypto. It's what you see with like Ethereum 2.0 coming out. It's what you see with Cardano as a proof of stake currency. And what proof of stake ultimately means is that it's not mineable. You know, there's proof of work, which means they trace back the entire history of the blockchain back to where it was mined, and then they look at the history moving forward from that. That's called proof of work. That's Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the major cryptocurrencies that are mined are proof of work cryptocurrencies. Proof of stake are more like conventional companies where it's just a different type of coin, a different type of token. And so a lot of speculation is happening with that, saying that proof of work is going to go out the window one day because they're worried about the US and governments regulating them to that extent. And I kind of understand that. I mean, I think that mining certainly takes a lot of energy. But I think that if we're being objective, I think somebody else mentioned it. I think Joel mentioned it or somebody else mentioned it. It might have been the guy that I filmed this NFT video with. But what he said was that if we're being objective about the situation, if you look at how much energy like Apple or, you know, any of these big tech companies spend and use, all the energy that they use, it's going to be on the same scale as some of these mining companies. And so it's not like we can say, hey, it's okay for all these big, huge tech companies to just use all this ridiculous amounts of energy, but when miners try to use it, oh no, that's a problem. You know, that's a hypocritical mentality, and I think that's one that the government has taken sometimes. So sorry for the long-winded rant, but that's kind of the argument for and against proof of stake versus proof of work cryptocurrencies. And again, proof of work is like Bitcoin, Ethereum, like mineable currencies where you can mine them, and that's kind of how you create them. Proof of stake is staking. You know, it's giving people stake and then tracing the history back from there.
Hey, you know, it's an interesting concept to think about right now with like China, with their energy focus right now and them shutting down like big factories like, you know, like Foxconn and everything while producing Apple stuff. It's actually, I think it's going to be interesting if they don't get their stuff together in the next month, because Apple's going to be forced to relocate. And you know what's going to, I don't know if it's possible for them to bring it here, but I mean, could they actually? I mean, mining? I don't know about you.
The electricity bills are a little bit too high. Not mining. I mean actual, like, let's get back to like mining is one thing, but Apple production and everything. Because keep in mind, the electricity is what is shutting down those factories right now and stuff. So if that happens, then a lot of stuff, like right now, all the mining people are all relocating to like Texas and different countries, right? Because they're being restricted in China and stuff like that. So if that's going to happen, is that going to push more manufacturing over to the US or other countries as well? And that's another aspect of that, with them shutting down actual factories of being able to produce stuff like Mexico. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
that's what I was saying, Jay, as well, Mexico.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think sorry, Tiny. Sorry if we're talking too much. Okay.
Oh, no, not at all. Don't even
so, yeah, so I think my argument there is that I don't think it's going to come here. And the reason I don't think is because it's simply too expensive for the labor here. You know, like for instance, like I have like a programming guy that I work with a lot, and like I pay him like $30 a session. You know, like $30 a session. And to me, $30 is relatively insignificant. And I'm not even like super wealthy. Like, don't think I'm trying to act like I'm just like super rich, because I'm not. But to me, $30 is a small amount of money. But to him, if I pay him $30 a day, that's literally 4 times more than the average monthly income in India. And so that's the reason you see these big tech companies outsourcing to these other countries outside of the US, is because the labor here costs so much more. Like for like the equivalent of hiring somebody in the U.S. for that would be like $100, you know. And so it's 3 to 4 times more expensive for labor here in the U.S. And that is why these companies go overseas. They go to China, or they go to India, or they go wherever, because the labor is just cheaper there, you know, because, you know, you can get way farther with the same amount of money in those places. You know, $30 a day is a lot of money to them, you know, and to here in the U.S., $30 a day is nothing. So that's the big difference, and that's why they outsource over there and they get cheaper labor, basically, because $30 a day gets a lot farther.
You know, for me, that's kind of, it just, it just hurts when I hear that, because it just keeps people down. You know, if you can afford to pay them that here, you know, fucking pay them that there.
Right.
That's why, I hate to say it, that's why people are coming here, because they know there's more money, that creates a shift in imbalance and whatnot.
Of course.
But I don't want to get off on that tangent at all.
No, yeah, you're good. You're good. I completely agree. I think that we should stop some of these countries from doing so, and if they're going to move overseas, we got to pay them the same amount. There needs to be a universal standard of pay, I think.
Yeah. So which leads me back to a question on the mining and everything and all the electricity. It makes me wonder if anybody has ever thought about doing the solar. You know, I know it would take huge frickin' panels and whatnot, but the technology is there to shrink those. I mean, look at the little 4 Patriots. They got this little tiny charger phone thing. It's a little, I mean, fuck, you get 4 or 5 of those together, you're gonna run your whole system.
Right.
And
Yeah,
if
for
you
sure.
can tandem batteries and do that, then now you've got that. Of course, that all takes space and storage too. So, but I was wondering that when you guys were talking about how much energy it uses, because Tony, you were talking about Apple versus the other. That's gonna whoever gets the most, I don't know how to say it, the dollar value for the draw. So Apple's gonna make more money per the draw than say a Bitcoin miner might, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Right.
The mass production, they're gonna, you know, who's gonna get the electricity diverted to them. It's almost a no question on that one.
Well, a lot of people take tiny solar. I've heard a lot of people with that same mentality. Like one of the big things for miners here in the U.S., like one of the ways, because the big thing is energy bills here. Like our energy bills are far more expensive, and that's one of the reasons why there's a difference in like how much we pay, because our bills here, our price of living is just more expensive here. But also what people do in mining is that a lot of people, and I know a lot of people that have had this, like even my neighbor talked to me about this, where they say they buy like a shipping container and they throw a miner in there and they put a bunch of solar panels on top of it, and they throw it in like the Las Vegas desert, and they just let it sit there mining basically for free energy using solar panels. And so I think there's a lot of talk about doing that as well. I would invest in stuff like that too. Like it sounds like a good business, to be honest. I don't know how much the startup cost would be, maybe like $10K for these miners, plus whatever the shipping costs. The problem and the risks there, I think, is the government going to come along and say, hey, you can't do this? Is the government going to come along and force it? The future of proof of work, which is mining in general, is unstable at best, I think.
Thank you, Bob, for the subscription.
Yeah. Hey, thank you.
Yeah, thank you all.
Yeah,
that makes sense, John, on that too. And then, of course, you got big solar panels. There's a glass. You got to worry about the idiots of the world coming to look at that and go, "Ooh, we want to break it because we don't have it."
Exactly.
Yeah, all of that has to be figured out.
Yeah, for sure. And that's kind of how it goes. You know, it's unfortunate, but somebody always ruins the fun. You know, and I would invest into that stuff too. It seems like a plausible business idea, but I don't want to spend for a shipping container home and throw it out in the desert and then have Uncle Sam come along and be like, "Hey, you can't do this anymore." You know, but
you know, honestly,
go ahead,
with the
Tony.
shipping. I was just gonna say with the shipping containers, that's a good point. You know, I don't understand why there's not a little, why there's not a boat or something that's, you know, bigger like that, that's completely empty, right? Why can't they load a crane on these things and be
probably
unloading
can.
these things? I'm just saying, I mean, that's a business right there.
Yeah.
If we had a boat like that, I'd be up in there. I'd be like, hey, man, what you guys need unloaded? What
Yeah,
you need? Because
but-
honestly, that's where all our goods are, and that's where all the supplies is crammed. And
look at DB, just to change the subject real quick. So look at
Yeah, I just saw
DBGI.
that.
Yeah, DBGI just ripped up here, guys. I'll look up the catalyst in a second. But yeah, I think people could do that. I think how feasible is it to throw a miner on a boat though? Like, is a boat really the place you want to do it? You know, is that, I don't know. I get seasick, and so for me, I'm naturally biased against boats. You know, because I get seasick. You know. So I'm just gonna. I could never do it. It sounds like a recipe for nausea for me. DBGI pushed up. It's up after the company issued fiscal year 2020 sales results and guidance of 37.5 million to 42.5 million. So positive second quarter, positive fiscal year 2020 sales guidance for
Can you check out
DBGI.
a month before that, please? With DBGI.
In terms of catalyst or in terms of chart?
No, just in a chart month.
Okay. Yeah.
'Cause I was in this one. I'm pretty sure it was at the same. Yeah, it's just getting back to where the bag holders originally. That's where I was at from before.
Yeah, right around
So-
$3.20s, $4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
12 million float.
Oh, so it's another small float stock too. So yeah, it'll be ones that we're watching. Honestly, I genuinely think that penny stocks have been way better than large cap stocks lately. Like, penny stocks have been putting in really nice moves lately, and it sucks because it's like I don't trade penny stocks as much. I've honestly thought about maybe I should dabble a little bit more in them lately because they've been putting in such nice moves. What moved yesterday? Do you guys remember? I can't remember.
I do.
Yeah, I always
got it.
forget.
Arcat,
Yeah,
Lose
Arcat. Oh yeah.
for sure.
SoFi was moving, but then it gave it back. Well, maybe it didn't. Let me see here.
Honestly, this
50%
U-shaped breakout
SoFi.
pattern.
Gave it back. Yep. And then what was it? Lucid, I think, did something too.
Yeah, Lucid ran.
Sure.
I remember that.
Yeah.
It ran and then faded back down.
Yep.
but-
Came back.
But man, honestly, I need to, like, I've been in a little bit of a slump lately with my trading, guys. I've had like 3 losing days in a row now. I lost Friday, Monday, and then I've had 2 losing days in a row. But I've had 2 losing weeks in a row as well. And luckily, I'm losing like $30 last week. Like less than that the week before. And so it's not been huge, which is great. You know, in terms of like judging my trading, it hasn't been huge losses. But honestly, looking at SoFi, I need to wait for some of these patterns. Like, I can still short, but I think this U-shaped breakout pattern where you have a stock that does what SoFi did, where you see this really obvious U-shape, and then you get kind of the turnaround, the hold of support with volume coming in here. Like, look at the volume show up. So once that volume shows up and you get the kind of move and confirmation over the VWAP, it's just a really powerful setup. And so I think I need to start being a little bit more selective and attack this setup because you can see the U. It shows up every time. It's kind of a cup and handle. And it's not just this one. I mean, if we look at anything, like AMD did a similar thing yesterday as well. Like, look at the U. And so here's the U. Here's the volume show up. Look, you can see it show up right here. And then, you know, we have this really nice hold of support and then a continuation up. And so these are 2 completely different stocks, SoFi and AMD, but the pattern is pretty similar, you know. So like this U-shaped breakout pattern is powerful, and it's something that I need to be a little bit more selective with my trades. Like, I think I've just been trading a little bit too much. I think since I've had these losing days, I need to ultimately just not scale down my size, but I think I just need to be more selective. And when I do take a swing, I take a swing. I can't, you know, I need to make enough on my winning trades to compensate for it. So it's been a tough week. How have everybody in chat and for both of you all here, how have y'all done the last 2 weeks?
Tiny, what do you got?
Well, it's tiny profits. Yesterday I made 15 cents. They're such tiny profits, you guys. I trade
But that's
1,
fine.
2 shares.
That's great though.
but
That's the
doing-
right mentality, Tiny. Sorry for interrupting you, but like that's the right mentality. You want to trade small because that way you can build up a cushion. You can build up profit and have confidence. But sorry, go ahead.
Well, as long as I keep my losses as tiny, which they haven't always been, but I'm getting better, which points me to the pattern you were talking about, John. If you notice that U-shaped pattern, you will notice,
Sure.
you might notice a couple things. Number one, you can find it online. I think it's part of the Elliott wave, market manipulation and all that doodly-doo, and I've been studying it for, God,
Oh, wow.
forever now.
That's
But
cool.
haven't been able to catch at the right spots. And
Yeah.
it'll show up as a reversal around the 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, where the real push is. If you look where
Right.
the real volume comes in, it's right around just towards around start of lunch.
Right.
We'll start
Yeah,
getting
it makes
on just
sense.
about any one. Now it's just a matter of catching them.
Yeah.
Getting better. Like I said, 15 cents yesterday, but it took me 3 trades to get it. I'm trying to get that down to where I can do that and get my average per share up.
Right. And that's
Worth-
it just takes time, you know. It just
Yeah.
takes time, conditioning a little bit,
Yeah.
and the more you do it, the easier it'll get, and you just kind of got to slowly progress and get, you know, a little
Yes.
bit better each time, you know.
Yes, more screen time.
Right, for sure. It's a long process. Like I said, I've been trading for 4 or 5 years now, and I'm still trading pretty small, you know. And I think I've been trading a little bit more. I know you've been trading a decent amount of time too, Tiny, but I think I've been trading longer, consistently longer. Like you've been taking breaks, going back and forth. I've just been in front of a screen for 5 years now.
You have, yeah. And I've
but
been watching.
go
Yeah,
ahead, sorry.
even during my breaks, I would watch John and seeing the progression. I mean, you went from like, 10, 15, 20 shares to 100 shares. I've seen your
Right.
account grow. Dude, when I woke, it was weird. I did have a break where I missed you for a little while because I had moved back over to the east side of the Washington State.
Right.
And I woke up one day and dude, you're like chugging a thing of fucking mustard and you got a different screen and the whole nine
Yeah,
yards.
we're growing a little bit. We're growing, you
Oh,
know, mustard
man,
spoons.
yeah.
Honestly, I was doing push-ups for a long time, and people
That
would
too,
donate.
yes, yes.
But honestly, I started to have tendon problems. I really did. I started to have
Yep,
tendon problems
yep.
because I was doing, like, I would do $1 a push-up, and we had 600 push-ups donated one day, and so I literally had to sit there and do 600 push-ups. I was legitimately having tendon problems, like the
dude.
tendons in my arm. Like I play baseball with my daughter as well. Like she's like a huge softball player, baseball player. She's like my sports buddy, basically. Like my son doesn't care about sports. My son's just like video games, Minecraft. But my daughter is like sports, and so she's my sports buddy. But I would throw the ball with her, and my arm would just be super sore. So I had to transition it to mustard spoons.
Oh, so funny. So funny. But yeah, I really appreciate everything you've done for the trading community, John. You are literally the only one that trades live
Thank
for as
you.
long
I
as you do.
appreciate it. Yeah, hey, I appreciate it. You know, I think one of the values in this channel is that I've just been doing it for so long that people can see the progression. They can see where I started. They can see me. Like if you watch all my videos, you can. If you've been here a long time, it's literally you've seen the path of me turning to be a profitable trader. And I'm still not obviously making $1 million, but I've kind of slowly baby stepped my way to profits, and it feels good. It feels good, except for the last week or two has not felt
Yeah.
good. But
It happens. You know about them. It happens.
Yeah,
You'll
for
get it
sure.
back.
Yeah, 100%. And I can even look up. I don't think I've looked at my stats. Let me look at my stats, guys. I know I've had a tough time the last few weeks. Tony, you been making money the last few weeks, or how you been doing, man?
Yeah, I'd say even. I
Yeah.
mean, I lost a little bit on that good old Apple play that we loved.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm coming back. Like I said, XOM's gonna bring me back some love today. I already know within that.
Yeah.
Hey, the one thing I want to touch base on for everybody is a lot of things. Keep in mind whenever you're actually trading options within me. Once again, I want to point out that there's either a rip or there's a dip before a rebound, right? I mean, majority of the time, unless they absolutely crap the bed on whatever they've done. So if there's no reason for it, then understand that might be possibly, don't sue us, me, etc. But that might be a loading dock there. But understand that if you're more anticipated about getting into an options trade, most of the time you're going to overpay for that option. So I would give, especially during the market open, until about 10:45 to really gauge if you want to get into that play or not. Now, if you're convicted
Yeah. So
and you're
options are only
in it,
open. Options are only open from 9:30 to 4, right? So they're not open in after hours. They're not open in pre-market, correct?
let's see, yes, they're
Okay.
not open at pre-market. Yeah, not
So
at all.
you
They don't
basically
even
gotta just
shift
wait.
or anything.
Okay, go ahead.
You just
Sorry.
gotta wait. But like I said, at 9, but I want everybody to think about that 9:30 to that 10:45 period as kind of like a pre-market as well, because like I mean, every stock does what it does sometimes, where it does its dip before its rip, or its dip to continue to dip. There's no promise in anything that will happen within any chart. But I'm just saying overall, I've been learning that I could have saved myself at least 20-30 cents on certain options, and I still win. But what always upsets me sometimes is, yes, I'm green gains, yay, I'm not upset about that, but I'm more upset when it says today's returns and total returns, and the today's returns is always just like 1,000%, while the total return is only like 300 to 500%. I'm like, dude,
Right.
man, if I would have just got in at the bottom of the thing, so understand that. But yeah, Robert, I'm still liking XOM still. Period, man. This week, it's showing love. Look at the Fury this morning already. It's bringing up. And also, like I said, the constant news, the rotation, the constant articles focused on
Right.
Exxon focusing on love for it, not hate against it. And second biggest provider, I mean, they got love for me regardless. I just hope
Yeah.
they give me a little bit back as well.
Yeah, for
So,
sure,
okay.
for sure. I agree completely. I gotta learn the oil plays. I'm super interested in options. Like I would like to do options. I just
Yes.
don't know. I just every time it's like, to be honest, the reality is I trade stocks so much that like when options are finally open, I don't really have time to buy them. I guess what I could do is we could keep like the last 15 minutes about options and try to get like an options play a day and talk about options in the last 15 minutes of the stream, because it's like at the opening bell I'm always paying attention to stocks, you know. So it's like, you know, I just have to find time to go over to Webull and trade options.
You know, I really just want to point out one thing for you, John. You have to understand, you're trading options right now. Every day that you're trading
Yes.
stocks, regardless
Yeah.
of the hour,
Yes.
because you are
Yes.
you're a scalper
Yes.
through and through, and like I keep telling you, man, you're literally a scalper when it comes to trading options as well. That's what you would be. So understand
Yes.
at 9:30, right? Whatever stock that you love during the day, like I said, you're pulled back a little bit, right? You're checking
Yeah.
out what it's doing. You're dipping your toe in the pool, okay?
Yeah.
And then you feel like, oh, this is a good spot. And keep in mind, you have to understand, the only thing that will nip you in the bud pretty much with that will be if you panic, okay? Because
Right.
you know, we jump out of a little stuff sometimes, and then we're like, no, that's just not the trade. Well, with options, keep in mind, there's a baseline before it bottoms, and then it wants to grab its support and come back up.
Right.
So that's why I would say, if you actually were looking at a certain stock for a run, then you could gauge it, and you don't ever have to really worry about that. If you see this guy riding up pretty much where you see, okay, the rocket's on, but you're not expecting it, you're not a selfish person, you know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So you're not going to get stuck there. Then, dude, you'd be happy with 10 cents
Yeah.
and having 5 contracts. And that's what I'm saying. Once you actually just play with it and get in and get out of something that quick, or you went crazy, right? And you're like, you know what? I got all this money. I'm gonna put $1,000 on a play. That thing right there, even if it rides up 30%, that's $300 in like a minute or two. But keep in mind, it also can take a while if it's a flat seller. So that's why I'm saying you would be the best idea for that, because you only look to get into stuff for a couple seconds to a minute, rather than me that will lock his money in and be like, I'm in for the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
That's
sure,
why
for sure.
I'm saying with you, you're the safest options trader that I know, that you're just categorizing options as their own thing. Options, once again, are stocks. It's just you're trading in a value of 100, and you're literally only care to gain that extra couple pennies for you. Me, I'm a dollar rider. I want that full dollar. So if I'm carrying 60 contracts, I want $6,000. But you would be happy with, like I said, 10, 15, 20 cents on each one. And dude, I'll tell you what, as soon as you get that first taste of that love, and Tiny clearly can contest in the background
Yes.
there, you
Yeah.
get that
Yes.
taste of that first move, you're like, oh, that's it. But keep in mind, I don't think that you would
I'll try
ever,
it. I'll try it
It's-
today.
Yeah.
I just don't think you would ever falter yourself, because you're not
I'm
the
too
guy
disciplined.
to let yourself
Yeah.
fall more than 20%. And as long as you understand that 20% is acceptable, because this is a different game, John. Remember,
Mhm.
during options, they're trying to shake the tree. They shaking you out before they give you the rip. That's
Yeah, for
what
sure.
these market makers are famous for. But also, do not buy a weekly. Give yourself at least till next week, because now, even though you're back into trading, you don't have to focus on that trade anymore. You'll still have it to the side and know what's going on, but then you're continuing on your normal trade. But then when you notice that a spike's happen and now you can go collect, there's your collection, and now let
Yeah.
you continue on your trading. And that's just where I'm at, for just saying overall.
No, for sure, for sure. Absolutely. I agree with some of the chat too. The chat saying John's got to work on his emotions first. Exactly. It's a hard thing to describe. Look at DBGI, guys. DBGI is breaking over 480s right now. So DBGI just popped and ripped pretty big here, pretty large for DBGI. It's up to 480s right now. So let's see if it holds support now that it just broke over that previous high of the day. And with DBGI, it did have a catalyst. This was positive fiscal year 2022 results, or guidance, I mean. So positive 2022 guidance that dropped for DBGI. Basically, you know, it's the future is looking bullish is what that basically means for DBGI and some reports that they dropped. So, yeah, we'll see what happens here. It's holding over the view up, looking really nice. But yeah, in terms of like the options talk, I think that I really have to work on not getting scared out of the trade. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing with options. Even with like Hood, like I was in Hood, you know, a few days ago, a few weeks ago, and I guess getting out was the right time, but it was just too volatile for me. Like and again, it's one of the reasons I stick to the way I trade now, is because even if we look at my stats here, like I pulled up my stats, I uploaded my stats. This is my September. It's the worst month I've had since I've started trading this large account, but we're still up $113. You know, we're still up $113. Even so far this month, we've had 6 losing days and 12 winning days. So we've literally had twice as much winning days than losing days. The problem is that our losing days we just let get a little bit too big. Like Friday we lost $130. On the 17th we lost 160. So that's the problem lately. I mean, of course, when we look at the broader graph here, you know, the graph is still really solid, but it's definitely not been fun the last few days. And you know, we'll see what happens. We're still waiting, and we'll see. But
let me ask you a question, John. I got a good scenario for you. I think it's going to put it in perspective for who you are as an individual that I've learned so far, or through our friendship. Okay.
Okay.
You gamble, right?
Mhm.
You like poker, right?
Yeah, I'm
He's
a poker
an
player,
educated
yeah.
guesser.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what he
exactly.
does.
Yeah, I bet on probabilities. Depends on your definition of gambling.
But I'm just saying, you like your poker, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Love poker.
When you walk into a poker match, you don't walk in there with money that you know it's gonna kill you, right? You walked in there with money that you're willing to lose for the rights to have the bragging rights and the dough to walk away with, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Options. Once again, options. Don't walk in there with money. So in other words, what I want you to think about is $50, $100. You don't care about that money. Yeah, we care about that money, right? That's still money lost. But in the reality, don't care about what you're really putting down, because the thing is with options is, honestly, I'm stupid when it comes to time, but it's about buying yourself extra time, John. You buy yourself extra time and you got freedom. If you got time, you have freedom. Remember that. Theta is your enemy, but theta is the price you pay to play. So with that being said, I just want you to think about whenever you're going to go to play poker anyways, man, you gotta bring $500 at least, or else what are you gonna do?
Sure.
Go buy a sandwich somewhere, okay?
100%.
So that's all I'm saying with that. So when you walk into this realm, I want you to walk in with at least 50. Put it on, maybe find something that's a 5 to 10 second contract. You're not looking for more than.
Well, what's the least amount of money that I need to get a reasonable options? Like, what's a reasonable bankroll? Like if I take the smallest size.
That's a question I always have too, you guys.
Yeah.
And
start with 100.
Yeah, but can I get?
So
I know. Sorry, Toddy.
I'm sorry, Tony.
So, yeah, I apologize. I really want to ask this question though. So, I can start off with 100, but I know the cheaper the option, the more risky they ultimately are. And so I guess what I'm asking is that if I want to buy options, not on penny stocks, not on sub $10 stocks, like if I want to buy options on like blue chip companies, which is what I would want to do it on because those are what I'm the best at predicting with, what is a reasonable amount of money to pay per option with that, where it's not going to be risky options? Because I know, like, you know, you said try with $100, but isn't the cheaper options more risky and have worse results?
Let's wait. Let's do it in a very for everybody in an informative way. Give me a stock first.
Okay.
MRO.
Just give me
Let's just because I need to ask a very similar question.
Okay.
So how do I know which price
what
to
stock
pay?
is it first?
Marathon Oil.
Yeah.
MRO.
MRO. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And so
$14.
I'm already in one share. And so what I'm learning about options is you buy a caller put based on where you think the stock is going to go. Your premium is the bid and the ask. So, and that either goes up or down because you got to buy to open. So if you go buy a call, you want that. So say it's right now, we're going to say the October 8th, 1450 call on MRO, if I'm looking at it right. It's at 20 cents right now. So say we're open, the market's open, we've waited that 15 minutes. It's at 20. I jump, how do we even ask? I get in there. It goes to, okay, so this is my risk. So when I do my risk, Tony, I go down, I'm willing to lose up to $20 on an option. Now, if I've paid $100, that's losing $120, right? Or don't I get the $100 back?
Okay.
That's where I'm confused.
So you risking, with options, you're risking what you're spending on the contract. So the contract might be $100. When you buy that options contract, it's basically a make it or break it. So if you could always sell it in between those two. So like if you're not doing that well, but there's still some time left, you can always sell the option for a lower price. But
okay,
ultimately,
that's where I make the loss then.
Yeah,
okay, that makes sense. Because if I'm down $20, that just means that if I sell it at that premium, I just lost that premium.
$20, right? Exactly.
That makes sense. Gotcha.
So you're risking what
Okay.
you're paying for the option. So you're risking exactly. So
Okay.
the option's $100, you're risking $100, and that's the good thing about options is that your risk and reward is very obvious. It's you're risking what you're spending on the option basically.
John, you got your option screen in front of you. We'll do MRO as the example.
Yeah, I got it.
All
over
right,
here.
so
Yeah.
Tiny,
Yeah.
question for this. Okay, let me ask you a few things. Are you looking for a move this week, or are you anticipating a move?
I'm kind of anticipating because we're going to go into winter,
Okay.
and people are going to, whether they're driving or not, they're going to use more oil because they're
Right.
heating.
Heaters.
And then of course we got Thanksgiving coming up for flying and all that good stuff.
Cool.
I'm kind of
Right.
thinking.
Holidays.
Give me an
more
expiration
travel.
date.
That's my question. How do I know what expiration date? How do I figure
Alright,
all
So
that
it'll just
So
show
we-
you right here. So
No,
the
wait,
strike-
wait.
Go ahead.
Hold
Yes.
on. I'm sorry, John. I'm just trying to make
no,
sure
you're good.
me and Tiny.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
so
good.
when do you feel it's going to be moving? If you have this idea, this is where I want you thinking. Whenever you're looking at a strike and everything, what do you think? Do you think it's going to be November? Do you think it's going to be at the end of October? See, the thing is here, the farther it's out,
The more
the
expensive.
less you well, yeah, it's more expensive, but the less
Yeah.
you technically make inside of the move, but the more time and the more relaxed you are during
Well, basically
experience, right?
the longer the option contract, the less risk, but the smaller percentage gain. So it's like the risk reward is larger. Shorter contracts, you can make more with shorter contracts, but obviously the risk is higher because if it's shorter, you have less time for it to get close to the money that you need it to. If it's a longer contract, there's less risk. They're ultimately more expensive, and the percentage gain that you're going to make from it is usually less. So risk reward is much. You're risking more, but you're making more with shorter term options.
Mhm.
You're risking less, and you're making less with longer term options.
Oh, well,
I think-
I got to go with the shorter term because then that leads me back to the scalping with options because
Yeah.
I'm at heart a scalper. I can't
Me too.
hold. I can hold the 1 or 2 shares, but if I start increasing it to 5 or 6 or 10, forget it. You're just not going to happen.
Yeah, you've
All
learned
right,
from me
so-
then, because that's exactly how I am. I'm super. I'm a big whip,
Yeah.
but I'm not
Yeah.
saying you're a whip. I'm just saying sometimes.
No, I am,
that-
John. Paper hands.
which is a good thing. That's a good thing. That's how I am too. I'm a big wimp. I don't like to hold on to risk at all. You know.
So Tiny, these contracts are very inexpensive, so I would not go
Mhm.
for this week whatsoever. I would push yourself out to October 8th. Anything 10% out of the money, I always feel is acceptable. Even riding in the money is a good venture as well, because if anything reverses on you, you're not going to lose too much. But if it goes up, you're still your delta is still worth more. Now keep in mind, breaking everything down, delta is up to $1, and the more in the money it is, the higher delta. So that's the actual value that you hold inside of the stock per share. Theta is the dying of the decay per day, and then gamma kind of matters. Rho doesn't matter whatsoever. But like I said, always focus on your theta and your
Mhm.
delta within this situation.
Okay.
Now,
I've
looking
got
at
them loaded.
everything,
Okay.
I would literally look at anything within a week. 10% is acceptable. And also, if you're looking at the ace, though, but you also have to understand something. When you're looking at your options, people, it will tell you what you're going to make right there every time it moves. So look at each strike. If you see on John's screen right now, just saying, you see how each different strike, it moves up and down. Do you see how the value moves up? What is it?
50
30.
cents for me.
Yeah, like, well, no, 50 cents maybe for.
Yeah.
Oh, no, where are you looking at? October 1st, or are you looking at October 8th?
I'm October 8th on Thinkorswim.
Okay, so I'm seeing right now a difference of like 10, 29, plus 5. So I'm seeing about 10, 15. I'm seeing about a 15-cent difference. Now it could change during the day because the IV could go up. The more volatility, the more that they actually increase inside of the actual premium. But all I'm saying is whenever you're gauging what you're gonna make on this, if it moves, that's telling you right there what you're gonna make. So don't ever just look at a profit calculator or an option strat or something. Yeah, just saying, look at your stuff here, and I would always say 10% is acceptable for a week, or maybe even 15% for a couple months if you're gonna do that, and then that way, if it does move in your direction, you're still holding a value of it in the money, and then you're benefited there.
So you're saying the bid and ask is the increment you're talking about, or are you talking about the strike price? Because I'm seeing 50
I'm looking
cents.
at if you look at the actual strike price itself, like if you look at the strike price and you look at the premium next to it, look at what it changes per 50 cents. Look at what it changes per dollar. If it's a dollar change right here, it changes 23 cents inside of the difference here from $14 call to $15 call. Just saying it's a 24-cent change, so it's 24 cent, and that's per point per options moving inside of that. So that's why I'm saying if you're going to move it 10% out of the money, which would be maybe $15 call right there, would give you time until next week for a possibility of a repo. Now don't take that, just saying, but it's an idea. And just saying, we're gonna kind of move on with the options talk today. I'll try to do something with Austin soon, but just saying overall, whenever you're looking at them, just remember, whenever you're looking at the stuff, Tiny, that's showing you, if I'm right, this is what I'm gonna make. So that's what I'm saying. If it's 50 cents more, that's where I'm gonna be right there. So if it moves 50 cents from like what I'm seeing here, if $14.50 became the $15 price, then it would move 8 cents. So 8 cents per 50 cents you're looking at pretty much. So that's what I'm saying. But if you move to today now, today now, just saying, last example, now the 15 cents in between from 9 to 18, then it's a 9 cents difference. So even though it's a little bit more, it's only a cent more here, there's still more money inside of these, but these are also more dangerous for you because you can punish yourself by having no time, and it could literally be Friday it expires, right, worthless because you didn't get it in time, or maybe you cashed out for half of it, and then Monday it decides to run. It can be that situation. By not giving yourself time, you can really hurt yourself. And then John, sorry about that, man.
No, you're good.
Nope, that was perfect, Tony. I appreciate that, Tony. That was understandable. I just got to now just look at it later and let it cement. So perfect. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. I hope we all learned as much as I just did.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because it's almost market. Yep.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes, guys, 20 minutes. So we got CEI. A lot of people are talking about it. And this one ran yesterday. I'm still a little confused on whether I want to take it. I know the float's large for CEI, but just to review the big movers in the market real quick, guys, we got SNOA, which did not hold over the VWAP. That $9 level was big, but remember, every time the historical chart for this one shows that every time this one spikes, it fails. So there's a lot of risk there. DPGI is probably the strongest looking chart currently. And again, if we look at the daily chart, it's not incredible by any means, but it still doesn't look bad. So DPGI is one that we're paying attention to. Big moves over up to $5 a share, so it's up to over that previous resistance. We do have some at 6 that we're gonna watch, but DBGI is moving pretty big in pre-market, guys. Again, positive 2022 guidance. We also have got Plag here on the move. We've got Zevo gapping up some, but these are kind of I don't know how much I really like them, but NVCN also just spiked up a little bit with pretty low volume, so y'all be careful. It could be risky, but those are the ones I'm watching right now. Do y'all have any that y'all are watching personally?
Jenny?
Mine's going to be RCAT still, probably.
RCAT.
Yeah,
And
I
I see-
traded it yesterday. Yeah.
Bitcoin just spiked up, guys. So check out Bitcoin here. So Bitcoin
I'm
just
gonna
spiked.
Oh, look at that. It did do a little something, something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be watching out for XOM today. I'm figuring, oil's still hot, ripping a little bit. If it goes over the 60.05 level, my 62 are gonna print from what I'm thinking overall. But yeah, I mean, XOM is my play. People don't take my play unless you have love for that play.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, don't sue us, basically, is what he's saying. We also have IDAKD, these really cheap penny stocks I've been seeing run. And just to show you how universal that U-shaped breakout pattern is, guys, you can even see it on NAKD, which is a 70-cent stock. Like, here's the same pattern, same thing we talked about. Here's the U. Here's the break. And again, the catalyst is always the same, which is that one of the things you can look for is that if the stock spiked earlier in the day, like if the stock spiked earlier in the day and then it finally breaks over that VWAP level, and I think even Tiny mentioned it when it's like a little bit later in the day, when it's like noon or 11 o'clock, when it has that late day break over VWAP with volume showing up, it's usually pretty indicative of, a nice bullish move after that. So you can even see with this cheap stock NAKD, you see the U, you see the support hold, and then boom, look at that breakout all the way up to 83 cents. So yeah, it's a very universal pattern is what you realize.
All right, John, I got a challenge for you. We're
What's
going to
up?
get off the options altogether. I would like you today to come up with a stock that you like, something that is a little bit volatile, and I would like you to buy a call that is 10% out of the money for a month out, and I would like you to buy a put for 10% out of the money that is out. Find something that's reasonably cost. I only would like you to buy one. This will not be cashed out. This will not be focused on. This will only be focused on when the alert triggers us. It's in a good position. What this is going to do for you is this is not going to rush anything. This is a Ronco set it and forget it situation, okay? And what we're going to do is we're not talking about expensive ones. We're talking about something that's maybe $10 or something that's maybe $50 per each. Now, what I want to show you kind of is no matter what, we're going to profit in some way, unless that stock decided to trade flat for months and months. Thanks, back.
Yeah, SPAC, thank you for
Yeah,
that.
thank you, Spacula.
Yeah, the realist, man. Thank you, brother, for that $5
Mustard out.
donation.
Get the mustard.
Yeah, hey, no, not today, bro. We don't even have that up here. I should put that up. The count is we exercise the count. So let me take 70. Let me see what the count is at. All right, so we took 70 off. So it's 110 minus 70. So it is 60.
But like I said, with that right there, if you do that experiment right there, it will be able to show you. And you know what might be interesting as well? Since you're buying yourself a month out, who says it's not going to rocket and then dump? So you could actually benefit by selling your call when it goes up and your
Right.
put on the way back down. So that's why I'm just saying, that way you can try the beautiful world of both ends at
I'll
one
try.
time. Now, I don't want you to do that forever, because that's too much risk management. You
I'll
gotta
try.
have a little
I
bit
might
of
try
conviction.
AMD. Yeah, I might try AMD. I don't know. It depends. AMD is a little bit too expensive. So if we're playing some of these options, I'll try. I'll look for one.
Don't touch Tesla options,
Yeah,
please.
dude, I'm not. They're way too expensive, bro. Tesla.
Dude,
options are
you
gonna be
look
like
at
$1,000
pull
a
them up
pop.
for us real fast. I just want to see what. In fact, never mind. I'll just call it out because it's too much work for you. Let me just get these for everybody. So understand, everybody, that Tesla options that would even be weekly. We're talking about expire on Friday. Are
Insane.
They're $1,525 for 790 strikes.
That's crazy.
They are for in the money for 780. That's $2,215 per. Dude, everybody be playing these, and I'm like,
Yeah, dude. There's
who
no
are
way I'd ever
these
buy those, bro.
people?
No way.
What is going?
Yeah.
Dude, one goes wrong way, you just sitting there
Well,
like,
dude,
God,
yeah, but-
why you hate me?
See, but it's whales that trade that. Like Tesla's got the whales. Like there's Bitcoin just crashed, guys, as well. Bitcoin just dumped under 42,000. So Bitcoin completely reversed that entire move. It went up to almost 43K, and now it's back down to 42. So Bitcoin just
El
reversed.
Salvador bought the dip again. No.
Yeah, they might have been. El Salvador is mining. Like I talked to a few different people about it. Like they're doing interesting things over
Thank
there.
you, Slim Booter.
Yeah.
$10 more. Oh dear.
Oh, wow. Hey, thank you, brother. Hey, shout out.
So
to
here's.
So this will get the mustard shot? No. So the mustard shot is we're at $50 right now.
If that happens, John, I'll go to my fridge and I'll do a stone ground one with you.
Okay.
I'll do one with you, bro.
Deal.
I don't care how much money they give you guys. I'm never touching mustard in my life. There ain't no money in the world, bro.
Yeah, honestly, I hate mustard too, bro. It's
I
really,
make money.
honestly, the only way I
Money?
can do it, is not if I hold my nose. Like I hate mustard too. It's something I genuinely dislike. Like there was a time we went to this Greek place. I don't know if it was Greek. It might have been. It was a Mediterranean place. And we went to this place, and they had this yellow chicken, and I assumed it was curry chicken or like something else, right?
Oh,
I
no.
eat it. It was mustard chicken, and like I almost threw up while I was there. Carol still makes fun of me about it. But yeah, I can't stand mustard.
Man, whenever they give you like a chicken bacon Swiss from Arby's, and you all ready to bite into that sandwich, and
No,
then they
man.
put that.
Can't do it.
Blech.
Can't do it, bro. Did you know that
All right.
Arby's stands for roast beef? Did you know that?
America's roast beef, yes, sir.
Yeah, Arby's
Really?
stands for roast beef. Yep. I never
Dude,
knew.
you
It's
guys
just a
remember
spelled
the
out
5
name
for
of
5?
Arby's.
I do, dude.
Remember that 5 for 5, man? We
No,
used to
I
you used to
remember.
walk around with 5 roast beef sandwiches. I was like 8 years old and stuff, and I'd be like, "Give me 5
Ballin'.
sandwiches."
Yeah.
I'd be like blah.
Yeah.
So, John, you talk about the mustard challenge when to tie that in with the Arby's, my buddy Jeff and I, we were smoking and roasting way back when, and
Yeah.
we decided to get some Arby's. We challenged each other to a packet of their Arby's sauce, fucking, what the hell is it called?
What is it?
The horsey sauce, the horse sauce,
Oh, I don't know.
horseradish. So
Oh,
we
I
could put
can't
a
do it.
full packet on our thing, and boom. He and I did it, and it was the gnarliest thing I've ever
Damn.
done.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I'm not really experimental with food as well. Oh, shout out to Slim, man, with the $20.
Yeah.
We hit the mustard goal. We're gonna do it after
Okay.
the stream though, so not right
Yeah.
now. Later.
Yep.
I don't want it to mess up if I do it too
Right.
early, it's gonna mess up my trading. Like I'll
Right.
if I do it too early, it'll just destroy my trading. So we're gonna wait. Have you tried honey mustard? I have, but to be honest, it's one of those things where like any variation of it is just bad. Like honey mustard was bad. We tried that because it's not like I can't taste it anyway. When I take the mustard spoon, I completely block everything out. Like I hold my nose, I get a chaser. I don't do any of that. I can't do it. So, but thank you, thank you.
You know
Also,
what I've
thank you,
learned?
Daniel. I appreciate that, bro.
Don't share with your kids anything that you like. Like
Because then they'll eat it, dude.
I got pizza the other day, and my daughter will not stop eating all the garlic
Bro,
butter, dude.
That's what kids
She's
do, man.
4.
That's what kids do, bro.
Get
That's what
away
kids do.
from me.
Honestly, I can't say anything. When my kids were little, I would eat all their snacks. Like they had those little yogurt, like Hershey's Kiss yogurt
Go-gurt.
bites,
Oh.
and I would eat all my kids. Carol used to get mad at me because I'd eat all my kids' snacks because they were good. I literally eat like a 5-year-old. Like I still eat pizza Lunchables, delicious. You throw them in the microwave for like 30 seconds. Delicious. But my kids hate me because I eat all their snacks. And now that they're older, they eat all my food now.
Oh, hey, me and Riley got those Pokemon Oreos. We got a Mew. I was like, yeah. And me and Riley did rock, paper, scissors to eat it, and she won.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
You know.
Well, we're a big rock paper scissors family over here. That's how we decide anything. Rochambeau, but yeah,
Rochambeau.
yeah. We got DBGI. These are the two I'm watching the most here. We got DBGI. The SPY itself, if we're looking at the actual market, is down pretty substantially today again here. And I think this is what I've noticed is that like the crypto market kind of moves with the stock market. Crypto market's down, the SPY is down, the stock market is down. A lot of everything follows the market to a certain extent. You realize it is one of the reasons. It's one of the reasons why I trade the SPY, and it's one of the reasons where, honestly, I've been more consistent in the futures market than I have in stocks. I don't know if anybody's noticed that. I've been trading on Top Step. I'm way more consistent on Top Step than I am on anything else.
Please, everybody, prepare. 10 minutes till open. 10 minutes till open. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Start
Lunchables are
for
good.
soon.
Yeah, we got some Lunchables fans here too, so that's good to see,
Dude,
guys.
the pizza ones are actually good if you stick
They're
them
really
in the
good.
oven.
That's what I said. You stick them in the microwave for 30 seconds. You know, you stick them in, you heat them up. I can't get the pepperoni one because I don't eat pepperoni because they've got too many nitrates in there. I used to love hot dogs and pepperoni, but most pepperoni has red dye in it from nitrates, just carcinogenic. I know I sound crazy, but I haven't eaten pepperoni, bro, in like years. But the pizza Lunchables with pepperoni were the best ones for sure. But yeah, we got Zevo. All right, guys, listen, we got 10 minutes until the stocks open. 10 minutes. So, we'll see how this goes. Thank you, Daniel, again, for all the donations, brother. Thank you, man.
What's SNOA doing? What is this?
It basically came back down. You know, it's not bad. I mean, the VWAP will make you think. One thing that you can't do with the VWAP, one of the issues that I have is that I use it too much to determine sentiment. Like, just because we're underneath the VWAP doesn't mean we're weak here. As long as we can hold over some of these major levels, I think we're still fine. So, like, as long as we can hold over, like, $8 and $8.50 maybe, then I think we're still bullish. But those are some big levels. I also have this new script that Bob sent me. Check it out, guys. So, the script shows me... Let me get rid of this for just a second. Let me get rid of this.
I was just going to ask you about that, John, that volume script, because I've seen that, I think, somewhere, one other place.
Hey, thank you, Richard. Thank you, man. Thank you. Richard just donated another $5. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. But yeah, no, so Bob sent it to me. So he didn't say he created it. He said he got it from a forum. But yeah, it shows you... thank you, Richard, my man. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate the support for sure. But no, so basically it shows you who's in control of each minute in terms of volume. So like here, it's about 50-50 on this candle, buyers and sellers. So far on this candle, it's been completely buyers in control. Now it's sellers that are mostly in control. So it changes fast. It kind of shows you who's in control. So you can get a good understanding of like where volume, where buyers and sellers are building up. You know, you can kind of see when it starts to move up here, you can see mostly buyers putting in these big long up wicks, and then as we start to dip here, for instance, you can see the red starting to take form. I'm just now learning how to use it. Bob, if you're here, bro, how do you recommend we use this? Like, what do you think is the best way? Let's ask him in the chat. A lot of stocks follow Bitcoin. Yeah, for sure. Chris Fraser. The best tasting food is always the worst for you. It really is, honestly. Like, the best tasting food is always the worst for you. You know, like ice cream, hamburgers, hot dogs. You know, those are the best foods.
I took off today. I'm going to get me some Spanish rice and beans, man.
I love me some Mexican food, bro. Mexican food is like my favorite food ever, dude.
Oh, man. Puerto Rican, bro. It's
Cuban.
different.
If you want Cuban Mexican, like my favorite place in Houston. It's a little bitty shop.
They got
off
mustard
of
on
Shepherd.
those sandwiches, just saying.
Bro, no, I don't like the Cuban sandwiches. But my favorite place in Houston is a place called El Rey. It's a Cuban Mexican place, and it's got the best enchiladas in the city. If y'all ever come to Houston, it's a little bitty, small little restaurant. It's a little mom and pop restaurant, very small, but got the best food in Texas. You know.
I'm gonna get John to come to Cleveland, everybody, and I'm gonna take him through Cleveland and be like, dude, man, this is the hood. I'll be like, nah, man, this is where it's good, bro. We good. Don't worry. Don't go over there. They're doing business. Don't worry about that business happening over there.
Nah, bro. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, bro. In Louisiana, we got the best food in the world. We got better food at gas stations than the rest of the world has at fancy restaurants. 100%. We sell better food at gas stations than a lot of the rest of the world. You know, I'm from the food capital, sir. Yeah, crawfish.
Find me some, my own crawfish. I'd probably get shot trying to get somebody's crawfish.
Yeah, crawfish is delicious, bro. It's just Louisianians are serious about our crawfish, bro. It's got to be.
Yes.
Like, I live in Texas, and it's not the same. Like, Texas taxes way too much for crawfish. Like, basically, you gotta boil the crawfish with the seasoning, all in a big pot. It has to be boiled all in a big pot. What some places here do is they cook the crawfish, and then they just throw powdered seasoning on top of it afterwards, which is just terrible. It's not the way to do it. And then they charge you like $9 a pound for it. You just get ripped off here. But yeah, DBGI pulling back to 450s. Let's see if it bounces. It's right here around the VWAP. Let's see if it actually holds there or not. But it's hanging out right around the VWAP. I think I'm going to put all of these little notifications down at the bottom here. Right around the level 2.
What is the count? What's the count mean? Where it says 75?
Oh, that's donations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
that's
what?
donations. Yeah, those are donations.
Like,
Usually,
volume of trading.
yeah, usually when we get to $70, we got to do a mustard spoon, and so that makes one mustard spoon today. And y'all, again, if y'all want to pay for more mustard spoons, listen, throw those donations. I'll accept them. Capitalism thriving here. But yeah. Listen, guys, we got 5 minutes, team. 5 minutes. Bitcoin.
Oh boy, here we go, kids.
Yeah, I'm ready. Honestly, I got it in green. Honestly, I think if I even just get green, $30. Thank you, Squeaky, the dude. I appreciate you. Y'all be like Squeaky, guys. Hit the subscribe button. You know you want to. Try it one time. See how it feels. Hit the sub button. It might feel good.
Do it now.
John's gonna do like $150 option, and he's gonna come up like $300, and he'd be like, "Oh."
I don't know, bro. I don't know if I want to straddle, bro. You're telling me to straddle. I don't know if I want to straddle, bro. I would rather just start without straddling.
Okay.
Straddling sounds
don't
too
straddle.
complicated for me. Yeah, it sounds too complicated for me, right?
I just all I was trying to do is give you what you require, what you like most is that risk management view. So
I know.
Just saying.
But I
Tony,
think
you can teach me those straddles, buddy. I'll do. I got $50. Let me tell you.
it depends. Like I'm down to trade, but it's just like when I'm starting out, I just want to do it one and done, and I'll understand the risk. Like if I lose money on any specific trade, I lose the money, and so I'm okay with that. But I think I want to start out with just doing it one and done, and just kind of keeping it as close to regular stock trading as possible. I think if we try to straddle, it's just going to complicate it too much in my head, and it's going to be harder for me to really do it. Where I think if I could just bet on a specific direction, like what really the plan is today is that I showed you guys my favorite strategy, and we made a video about this strategy not this past weekend, but the weekend before that. Tiny and I talked about it earlier. It's called the U-shaped breakout pattern. There's a lot of different names for it, right? But the pattern that I'm going to specifically target today is this same pattern here. It's a U. Stocks open up, and a lot of the time when we see this U-shaped breakout pattern, we see this break over the VWAP level. Hey, thank you, Emmanuel. I appreciate the love, bro. Y'all be like him. Hit the sub button. Do it now, guys. But no, you can see the U-shaped pattern, and this is why we call it a U-shaped pattern, is because it looks like a U. Once we get that break and then a hold of support, I think that's where I want to buy an option contract, maybe like a 2-week, month-long option contract. And then if I could sell it same day, I will, to where I could just take the money, sell it same day, and then move on to my next options trade, if I do trade options. But that's the plan, is find U-shaped breakouts, buy. What do you think for a U-shaped breakout, like a short-term trade, Tony? You think I should buy weekly, monthly? What do you think?
Monthly for you. Okay. Don't do it. Yeah, not even 2 weekly, monthly for you. It will be a little bit more expensive, but it will give you time. But understand at the same time is I want you to check the chart, see what's doing it, why it's doing it, what the last month has repeated several times before you decide to grab it as well.
Right.
Like you always check out what's going on, but at the same time, if you're gonna be riding it in and out, then you can go a 2-week situation. But if you plan on holding it for a catalyst, reason, etc., that you have love for, but remember, earnings are the worst thing to ever play for, because earnings just go up, they go down.
Oh yeah,
they go
earnings.
Left, they go right.
Stock will have great earnings and still tank.
Yeah. So
all right, guys.
There's no promises.
We got a minute and a half. Oh no, you're good. Sorry. We got a minute and a half, guys. Minute and a half. Hey, look at all the subs today, guys. Thank you, Auto Parts Gas Shop. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the love. Y'all hit that sub button. We do have DPGI bouncing at the VWAP here. We've got Lucid over the VWAP. We've got CEI at 280s. We got MMAT, guys. MMAT is on the move today as well. Big moves yesterday. They did have what happened during the meeting? Weren't they supposed to have some type of merger meeting and vote today for MMAT?
Who?
For MMAT. So they were supposed to have some type of merger vote meeting today. All right, guys, we got 50 seconds. 50 seconds.
You could jump on my XOM calls if you want to. They're only gonna be $7 each.
I'll wait. I gotta get a very specific pattern. I don't want to take anybody else's strategies. It's got to be very specific.
Got you.
Hey, thank you.
3 seconds.
Oh, I've learned sometimes also that trading charts with options would be your worst enemy. Remember, sometimes this is catalysts or reasons.
Well, what did you say, Tony? We got 20 seconds.
Oh, my system, my ding ding on the TOS.
Okay, yeah.
But we're delayed because of the stream.
No, yeah. All right, we got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck today, guys. Here's the bell.
Go get that money, kids.
Let's do it. We got the SPY itself. We're watching the SPY here. SPY's at 430s. Looking at that.
Ooh, baby, here we go. Come on.
Bitcoin popping back up. We got Lucid Motors pushing up here, or Lucid Group. Lucid's up to 26 here, guys. So we got Lucid on the move. What were the ones that we're watching? SNOA down a little bit. DBGI is moving up. Look at DBGI. It's at 470s, 480s for DBGI. All right, so it's trying to make a push.
Trying to get above that VWAP, stay above it.
Yeah, so there's 460s, 470s.
60. Here we go. Sorry, guys.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. So we got MMAT, guys. MMAT just spiked up to 605s. So we got that move up. All right, so here we go. So
Ooh, look at that.
look at the spike on MMAT. All right, so let me put the regular scans up. Yeah, MMAT's up to 613s, guys. 615s.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a big move. And Uncle Smokey's been right about it. We've had a few people bring that up about what he was calling on it. So Uncle Smokey's been pretty right about it.
So my other group has been trying to teach me how to use indicators in conjunction, what they use and all that good stuff over the last year. So I use what's called the Chaikin money flow, accumulation, distribution, and then the MACD, which I can't figure out the MACD, but it shows. One thing I've been watching over the last few weeks is when the accumulation gets into the red, my coloration, it's accumulating stocks or buys or sells for the top. It's been somewhat accurate, not a whole lot accurate because it's hard for me to keep stats, but
Sure.
the money line's been real accurate and it shows it's coming down back towards the zero line and it almost always correlates. It's usually the best one to show when breaks and whatnot.
That's cool. I'll have to check it out. What did you say that one's called?
It's called the Chaikin money flow or the CMF line.
Okay, CMF line. I'll check it out. We also have Lucid reversing completely here, guys. But MMAT is the biggest pop that I see currently here. We got MMAT. Again, DBGI is up to 470s.
Sorry, I'm up 650.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, go
Nice,
Tony.
man. Do your thing, bro. Oh, and XOM. Kill it, man. Good job.
Yeah.
All right, team.
That's what you do when you're holding 61 contracts. Let's go either way.
Damn, how do you do that? And what stock is that again, Tony? Tell me that again.
XOM. XOM.
XOM, X9.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting for a
I just kind of
reversal.
do it. I mean to buy one, and then I accidentally get like 60. My
gonna
friends
watch
say
that
I'm
with
an
you.
idiot, and I agree most of the time.
Yeah.
So, and what is you're in a call, I assume, right?
Yep, call the 62 for right now.
62 for October 8th. Or-
No, for October 1st. Don't buy my call.
No, I'm gonna watch it with you.
Okay, just
No, I'm gonna
making
watch
sure.
it with you. So,
Don't buy my call.
and what
I-
was your buy-in?
This one was 0.6 right now.
Wow. Look at MMAT.
Oh, nice.
Man.
Yeah, you're up double, 100% if I'm looking right.
Mhm.
MMAT is at
Nice,
six.
Good job.
630s.
I only put so much money in though.
MMAT's at 630s,
Hi,
guys.
Caitlin.
Hey, good. Yes. Good morning, Miss Caitlin.
Crazy.
What I'm hoping here, people, is if it right here, this is where it's gonna cup. There we go, 605, baby. You run. Don't you be afraid. Come on, like Spirit the horse. Go. All right, sorry.
I know you're good. You're good.
Oh, baby, we just got up more. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm excited today.
I know you're good. You're good.
I knew to take off today.
Yeah. Hey, I am scalping some AMD here. I just covered a little bit. Scalping this breakdown in both markets, to be honest. We just got out of our futures market, so we are up $112 in futures. We're currently up $5 on AMD, so we're nice little green movement today. And usually we profit when the market does this. So when the market tanks at the opening bell, usually it's our time to buy or to short. That's what we do the most effectively, I think, is just attack these shorts. And yeah, that's what we're doing today.
Yeah, D knows the gears are turning. See, he said the cogs are turning. 60-11, baby.
Oh,
So, Tony, wouldn't you start peeling off profits now? Can you start doing that, or you just are?
Don't play like me.
Tony
Okay,
profits?
it either works or else it doesn't work for me. I'm not bailing out at no 60. I'm not a 40-cent rider. You understand me? I'm here for the dollar move. What's up? I might
I
bail out in
agree.
a little while though, because I am liking where I'm at right now. But still, but 68. I mean, right now you got to think about. We just started, okay, people. The whole day is still love. I got
Gotcha.
time. I took off today, so this way I can either be like cheerful with myself, or I can be mad at myself, and then me and Max can stare at each other and we can reflect. Okay,
Oh
but
my
right now
goodness.
let's see what happens. Okay.
All right, so
Come on,
we're
baby.
up $162 in futures, scalping the SPY's breakdown, which is
Nice.
usually
Good
our
job.
favorite.
Nice, John.
Honestly,
Good job,
futures.
dude.
Hey, thank you. Futures are usually the most profitable means of trading for me. I don't know. Stocks, I mean, it's obviously we're just trying to get funded in those markets currently. So, we'll see what happens. But we're shorting into AMD now, into some of this cushion that we built, and we'll add to it up to 75, I think, here.
Question for you,
SPY's
John.
starting to break down. There we go. All right, there we go. So we just caught a really nice breakdown on AMD. We're still holding 50 shares, but we got the breakdown in the SPY here.
XOM, Tom. Actually, dude, I've bought too many shoes lately, so I need the XOM to do something. I'm not even kidding, dude. I got like a problem, man. Like that's a problem with America.
You're addicted
was
to
we
shoes?
just buy stuff.
Yeah.
No, we just buy stuff that we want,
Consumerism.
and we worry about paying for it later.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes, All right, we're gonna get out here. All right, so we're up about $16 on AMD. Pretty early though. We caught the breakdown that we always target though. We got the breakdown we wanted. MMAT is finally starting to reverse here, guys. So here's MMAT. So MMAT is down to 618, 612s.
You ain't done yet.
So MMAT is breaking down a little bit now. Lucid just tanked pretty heavily here as well. What else do you guys see moving like in penny stocks right now currently?
John, I had a
let's see.
question for you on your,
What's
oh, crikey. What the hell was it?
Top
What the heck
Step.
was it? What the heck was
Cranky.
Yeah, the top
Top
step.
Step. Yeah.
So now, do they charge you the same futures? Because I haven't recently, but I was paper trading futures, and
Yeah.
it's like, good Lord, it's like $30 a pop round trip, and I'm just wondering, does Top
No.
Step still?
No, it's not. Oh, which platform are you trading those on?
It would be TOS.
Okay,
my
yeah.
Thinkorswim.
Top Step it's roughly, it depends on the sizing you take. Like larger sizing will be bigger risks, of course, but like it really depends on the sizing you're taking. So like larger size will be larger risks or more commissions. But on Top Step, I think the
Okay.
average is like if I take one contract, my average commission is like $3. If
Yeah,
I
that's
take
what I
two,
do.
it's
Okay.
like 8. It just depends on the size I'm taking, really.
Okay, that makes sense. Cool. All right,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, no worries. So I've lost $10 on AMD. We shorted into the top, but I see the SPY starting to reverse, and I'm really not trying to get stuck in that. So we're gonna wait. If the SPY pulls that U-shaped pattern, maybe we will decide to push a little bit harder. But for now, with the SPY heading up to the VWAP, I'm just gonna wait. If the SPY breaks this VWAP level, we're just gonna have to jump out of this.
Perfect. Do it.
Let me put the music on.
Man, they would be trading with me live. I'd just be talking to the stocks. Everybody'd be commenting. I'd be like, do it. Do it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, Ben Stiller, just do it.
Yeah,
Just
do it.
Just
Along
do
came
it.
Polly. No, wait, which one? Which one? Which one?
No,
was
that
movie?
was,
no, that was Starsky
that
and Hutch.
was, Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
yeah. See, I know I'm a movie fan, man. I know the movie.
Yes, sir.
Just do it. Do it. Yeah.
Get the popcorn. Me and John will go rounds with some movies. My
Yeah, bro.
favorite movie is The Secret to My Success with Michael J. Fox. A lot of people don't know it, but it's a great
Yeah,
movie.
I
If
don't
you ain't
know
seen it,
Yes.
go ahead and watch it.
Yeah, man. I always felt bad about. I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. And,
Family
man,
ties.
Yeah. Michael J. Fox, man. He had a tough go, man. He's got Parkinson's. Tough. So we
Who
just
got
made.
the most expensive. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Let's
no, you're
go ahead
good.
and move on.
We just
My
made
bad.
we made our money back on AMD. We're currently up small on the day. We're just attacking this downward trend. So we'll see if we can do it again here. See if we catch the breakdown. Watching the SPY really closely though. Not trying to get stuck in a big squeeze down, but watching the SPY.
Dude, XOM is gonna have some fury today. Boy. Ooh.
Yeah.
What she just did is she shook some people out of my tree. She brought it down to 59.88, and they were like, "Oh, you gotta sell. We gotta sell." Now we go to the moon.
Now it's time.
Let's go.
Hey, so Tony, that theta and delta you were talking about, that I'm showing on my system 17 for delta, 17 cents minus 7 cents for the theta. Is that the sense that it, by the end of the day, that's how much it's projected to lose?
Yeah, but I don't know what you're looking at exactly. Like I always look at it by a certain point system, like points. As long as it's under 0.0, something like that, that means I had time with it. If it's anything over that, then you're losing a lot. So you need that damn thing to move immediately. And oh my God, my stuff is moving immediately right now.
Look at that. Yeah. So I see. Okay. So 0.08 minus 0.08 on the theta.
Oh yeah, there you go, 0.08. So that's less than 1. So that's I mean, you're gonna be losing like maybe 80 cents per day, maybe so nothing
Damn.
too crazy. But if it's like a full
Okay.
dollar, which is the point, then it would be a full dollar within that range.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, you gotta make sure these things are moving
Okay.
in your favor, or else you're sitting there holding the bag pretty much.
All
Okay.
right, so
Okay.
we just covered another trade, small trade on Top Step, so we're up almost 200 on the day there. And if y'all want to use Top Step and try to get funded in the futures market, I'm certainly biased in their favor, of course. But if you want to try to get funded, there's no PDT rule in the futures market. You can actively trade without being restricted by the PDT rule, and you usually need less money to get started in futures than you do in stocks. It's pretty similar. I'm trading the E-mini, so it just follows the SPY, and so I'm basically scalping the SPY's breakdown here, shorting into these little pops, and it can be profitable. So if you want to check that out, this is a company that's legit, regulated in the U.S., pay out millions every year to their traders. And so if you want to check them out, here's the link.
And by the way, Austin said 0.08 would be $8 a day you're losing on an option.
Yeah. So you better be up. It sounds like you're up significantly from 06 to right now, say 0.18 for the bid and 0.20 for the ask. So.
Right.
Yep. Pretty good. What I'm hoping for this, and I'm not trying to get selfish with it, but I'm hoping for 61 today. 61, I think, is acceptable. It's fair. It's not too selfish, and I'll probably be pissed off if it goes to 63 or something like that. But that's my goal right now. But yeah, I mean, today's a good day so far, and that's But it doesn't always happen like that. Keep in mind, people, I went from $6,000 down to 2,000 off of a single options play that I wasn't able to get to in time, and I didn't set a trailing stop loss, and now I'm rebuilding.
Yeah.
That's
kind of how it goes sometimes.
Thank you for my story.
Okay, so let's do this then.
All right, so we're scalping AMD, about to get out of this here. So we're up about $15, $16 on the day, kind of building up some profit. NAKD is spiking up, guys. So look at NAKD. So NAKD is ripping up. It's at 90 cents right now, 90 cents.
NAKD?
Yeah, NAKD. It's a penny stock, so
Is that the Naked?
Yeah, Naked Brands is what that is.
Naked Brand. Okay.
Yeah. So scalping a little bit in the futures market, at least trying to here, but it's reversing on me quick. So got 2 contracts here. We'll see if we can start to get into the money with this in the futures. And y'all can see how we do it. We're using bid and the ask. We're watching the SPY right now. So if the SPY breaks down, that means profits for me, which is what we got. We're covering here. So now we're up 250 on the day in futures. Getting pretty close to getting funded, I think. So while y'all wish me luck, we're getting pretty close.
Oh yeah, good luck, John.
Hey, thank you.
Heck yeah.
I hope I can get
absolutely.
funded. I've traded futures kind of off and on, where it's like a lot of the time I'm focusing more on stocks because that's where all my big money is, and so it makes more sense. But I do think it's good for traders that don't have that much capital. They could learn to trade that way. We're gonna cover AMD probably here with the market breaking down, and again, same strategies we're using futures. All right, so we're up about $20 on the day so far. Not too bad. Somebody else mentioned it this morning. They said it'd probably be a good day to short, and they were right. Great day so far.
Yeah, I gotta start adding money to my account because I want to be able to do put options really super bad.
Yeah, I mean,
or build the $2,000 and get a margin account and just be able to short sell because I just see those patterns better, the volume build better, the indicate everything just lines up better for me.
Yeah, they
You
say the common saying is that when you go long, you're taking the stairs, and when you go short, you're taking the elevator into
Yeah.
profits.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely true. So you can cover profits so much faster. If you look at AMD, if you just traded this one pattern, I've always told people like the short game can be very profitable in anything. If you just trade this one pattern where you see a stock move up in that first 5 minutes and then put in a big reversal candle and then hold that resistance, it's usually going to break down for at least 10 minutes after that. So like you can see that with AMD here. You can see it with the SPY itself. Same exact pattern where we had one or two green candles, big reversal under the VWAP, a hold of resistance, and then look at the SPY now, just completely breaking down. And so that one pattern is really what I wanted to attack options on, like put options on as well, is catching that breakdown if we can get it. If not, the other one I'm looking for is a U-shape breakout pattern if I'm buying a call option. But look at CEI. CEI, guys, is ripping up. It's over $3 a share, holding at $3 support level.
Low. I am the low.
Good video. Yeah, I'll post the
CEI
video
and
here
XOM.
if anybody wants to
Good
check
stuff.
out that video.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, here's the video right here, guys. This market is starting to sketch me out. Been some decent moves since I added my swings. It's definitely been sideways, SPAC. It really has been, and I think that's why, like, if you look at my profit graph over the last 2 weeks, it's been a pretty sideways market. Like, it hasn't been super favorable in my opinion with a lot of different stocks. MMAT breaking down under $6. Did something happen? Did they ever get the vote finished and finalized for all my MMAT traders?
Somebody tell us.
Yeah, I don't see it. Not yet, I think. SPY really breaking down pretty large here.
Yeah, I'm letting XOM go today. I'm gonna let it relax. Do you
Yeah.
think?
Well, it could be just following the market if it's dropping now, because the SPY, it's up. Okay, so yeah, but the SPYs break it down big, but a lot of the time I think they follow each other. Let me see. They could follow the opposing side of each other too. No, they're pretty similar.
Could it be shaking out the tree, Tony, on your
Yeah.
XM?
There you go, Tony. I like it. Hey, you know what I noticed? Whenever I take a nap after work and I want a stock to go up, I wake up and it's up.
Eh.
So that's what I'm gonna do from now on. Whenever I want a stock to go up, I'm gonna be
Take
like,
naps.
I don't want to watch it for a couple hours. I'm gonna take
Yeah.
a nap and I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be up. That's the secret, people.
Yeah.
Here
Just
it
take
is.
naps,
You heard
bro.
it here first. Don't forget to send me 10% whatever you make.
All right, just take naps,
You
guys.
got
Take
it,
naps.
bro, you got
yeah. Just take naps, guys. Bitcoin breaking down. Bitcoin's down to 42.2K, so we're watching that. A little bit slower day though. It really has been. Like we're having lower views. We're having just less people involved in the market. I think everything's breaking down. Crypto world is down. It's not volatile. SPY breaking down. You know, we got some movers in the penny stock land, but none of them really held that I see.
What about IRNT?
Oh man, IRNT, DBGI broke down. IRNT, man, has been IRNT's look good. It looks good.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Oh, look at that! Yeah.
IRNT.
So here might be example.
Oh,
of
ALF. Sorry, Toddy. ALF is
No
popping
worries.
up, testing pre-market high, guys. So look at ALF.
at
It's
ALF.
right up to the pre-market high level, right at 830. So check that out. So ALF is pretty close. It's right up to the 830, 840 level.
So now here's an example of my accumulation in the money line. So the money line's headed up above the zero line. It's kind of flexing, but it's staying above the zero line. My accumulation distribution, I can't even say it, just went blue,
It's
which
not
means
very
it's
proper.
distributing, which means it's like they're taking profits. The big boys are taking profits.
Right.
So when it's in the red, that means the big boys are accumulating shares either for the sell or for the buy. That's where I get a little confused. Again, the MACD, it looks green, but I can never remember if my red and what my red
Yeah.
and blue line means. So I
So-
just kind of ignore it.
Yeah, the MACD, so I always had trouble with that too. So like with the MACD, it's just a moving average crossover divergence or moving average convergence divergence, I think is what it means. So just crossover. But I never had much success with the MACD. I had good success with the VWAP, but the MACD was kind of so-so.
Yeah, and I use the 9 EMA. We call it the trade line in my other group. And yeah, so it's been a bit. But that coincides though, John, with, which was funny because when I joined it, I had already knew about the moving average crossover from you and Mitch.
Right.
But I was using the 50 and I think the 26.
Yeah. I was the one I had the most success with was the 12 EMA and the 26
The
SMA.
12. There you go. There
Yeah.
you go.
Those are the ones that I had some success with. But again, moving averages has kind of been like a coin flip for me. Like sometimes they worked well, but other times they just didn't. I think it's just depends on the market, I guess.
Yep. Absolutely.
All
the
I
flow.
All I got in my head right now, she used to call me on the trade line. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I'm having a good day.
No, you're good. You're good. I see the market. Yeah. Honestly, what did you think of Drake's new album, bro?
Oh, dude, I'm all
Good?
Dude, I don't care about the whole album. Way too sexy, man.
Yeah. Dude, that song's terrible, bro. I hate that song, dude.
Way too sexy. Oh, dude, I'm always it, dude.
Dude, I like Fair Trade was dope. I like Fair Trade.
Yeah, Fair Trade's good. Yeah.
Yeah. No Friends in the Industry was good too. But I never got. I didn't like Too Sexy. I thought it was too much.
I just like the music video where he walks out. Cause
Yeah,
that's gonna
Future.
Be me in the future of my stomach. No,
Yeah.
when Drake walks out with the big belly, I'm gonna be like, yeah.
On the beach, yeah.
Yeah, with the open Versace on, I'm gonna be like, hey, how you
Yeah.
do?
Look at the market. Break it down, guys. Breaking lows again here, man. Wow. I don't know what to do here. I'm trying to let it continue here, and I'm in a AMD short, but man, we're getting some breakdown here. All right, we're gonna cover there. We're up like 21 on the day. Scalping some of these moves, but man, the market is just there's no pullbacks for me to short into. Like if we look at the SPY here, usually I short into these little pops, but there's no pops to short into. It's just continuing to just tank. I wonder if all the other large cap stocks. Let's look at Microsoft, Apple, maybe. Apple's heading straight up. We are trending against the market today.
Apple can kiss mine.
Yeah.
They're getting that power we were talking about earlier. They're sucking power.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I just want to see like a U-shaped breakout pattern so I can catch that options contract. Because I will buy a contract. I just need a U-shaped breakout pattern for me to do it. Yeah. Twitch knows. It's a good album, though. It's a good album, Like, I've never been a huge Kanye fan. Like, the only album of Kanye... I mean, I like two of Kanye's album. 808 and Heartbreak, I think, is whichever album that was on. Let me see.
Best song by Kanye is Too Much Power or whatever. Power. That's that song. Power. Yeah, that's a song.
Yeah, Power.
Other than that,
Yeah.
stay
Well,
away
his
from me.
Graduation was the best album he dropped, and then 808 and Heartbreak is kind of. But I've never been a huge Kanye fan. Like I've liked Drake though. Drake was dope, But Drake over time has gotten worse. Maybe I'm just getting old. My daughter and I talk about all the cool words. My daughter talks about. My wife still can't believe that the use of bussin' is real slang nowadays. Like, hey, like this drink is bussin'. My daughter and I try
I've never
to.
heard that word in my life.
What? Oh, come on, Chat. Chat knows. That's a. They know.
Bussin'.
Not quite my genre. I'm a
Yeah.
70s kind of soft rock, heavy metal kind of
Right.
gal.
I can feel the
Like
70s.
I-
I like some 60s and 70s music.
Yeah.
I smoke a lot, and I've never even accidentally said bussin'.
Bussin', bro. Listen, I'm telling you, bussin'. The cool words nowadays. My daughter and I mess around with it because I'll use one of those words in front of her, just messing with her. I'll be like, hey, man, this song's a vibe. That's a word. That's slang. It's a vibe. Bussin' is certainly slang. See, they know. Look at the chat. They know.
I think it was Caitlin said, Tony, you're the vibe.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, we bussin'. We
Yeah,
bussin'
bussin'.
around.
I'm telling
okay?
you, it really is slang, bro. I'm telling you. My Carol wouldn't believe it either. She didn't believe it, but it is. It's slang.
You guys say
Slang.
bussin', I automatically start thinking of going to bus tables. We're
Yeah.
bussing tables today.
Bussing tables. Yeah. Bitcoin is not tanking. I mean, it depends on your definition of tanking. Infinity.
Yes.
It's under the VWAP now. We're taking a little bit of swing at AMD as the market continues to drop. I'll show you the trade. We're in 50 shares now. We'll scale into it a little bit more too, up to like 60. And then hopefully we don't need to, but All right, there's 60. So we didn't end up scaling into it. We're just going to give it some time here. The market's still kind of dropping though, but this is what happens every day is that we'll end green and then the one pullback I finally decide to enter on always ends up just ramping up here.
What about going smaller shares, John? Half
That's
shares
cer-
for that last. Yeah.
Yeah, that's certainly a good idea. I think that if I start taking like 15 share increments, I think that'll be a little bit better. But at the same time, I feel like my account can sustain the size I'm using, so I don't know. Let's get a little bit better average here. All right, so we're in with 75 shares now. Our average is 47, so we're about 10 cents down. Over 60 now, I think I'm just going to jump out and keep my risk pretty small, though.
As long as this thing can maintain over 60, I'm okay with it for the day.
All right, so there we go. We're getting a nice little breakdown here. All right, so we scaled out a little bit there, scalping out some.
Where are you in
There it
AMD?
goes, drop
Yeah.
down. But
We're gonna get out there. All right, so we're up about 27 on the day on AMD, a little bit under $30, which is fine. If I could just end green today, I'll be happy. Yesterday I lost $30, so if I could make $30 today, we're break even on the week. I know, but tanking is just a subjective definition. Infinity, I'm talking about short term, so it's a subjective thing. It's kind of like if I see a stock rip over the VWAP, then I could say, hey, it's ripping. In the broader sense, it might be dropping, but again, it's tomatoes. It's a subjective term,
Fugazi.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. XOM, do your thing. Don't be afraid of no chicken wings.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
I know. No, I'm reading the chat and saying yeah, because
Let's see what we got here. Who's got some other stocks that we haven't brought up? Anybody trading something? That's like secret. Come on.
look at UNFI. UNFI has made a huge rip up, guys. It's up to 44.5 cents, or 44.5 bucks. Crazy move. John Sopranos. Yeah, I just mean it's dropping fast, Twitch. That's all I mean. It doesn't mean in the broader sense it's dropping. I'm just meaning it broke under the VWAP pretty quickly in terms of like the current intraday movement of Bitcoin. If it drops down from 42,500 to 42, then that's a pretty big drop. I'm gonna say it's tanking. Especially if it's around the lows.
so speaking of Sopranos prequel, anybody seen that yet? I'm trying to decide if I want to watch it.
No, so
Is it out?
I don't think it's out yet. I think it comes out on the 1st of October.
okay.
But I never saw the original ones, but I like the story of the new one where they have his son playing him. I thought that was cool. And so I like the story, but I never saw the old ones. And so I might have to watch. I don't know if I'm going to force myself to watch the old ones or if I'm going to instead just watch a spoiler or read a spoiler or kind of catch up on it that way.
No, I think you gotta watch it. That way you can get the nuances from
Right,
Tony,
from
Cold
everything.
Tony and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
It looks
does-
good. I almost watched it one day with
But why
Carol,
does
but
the ending of everything always suck?
It was kind
I
of
don't know.
stupid, wasn't it?
Game of
Doesn't matter
Thrones.
what show it is. They're like,
Dexter.
good.
Honestly, I saw the ending too.
Good.
I honestly saw the ending of The Sopranos too. Like I saw it I saw it on YouTube one day because YouTube be spoiling everything, bro. YouTube is sitting there and like they're like, hey, you want to see the end? Carol and I are watching How I Met Your Mother right now, right? So we're watching How I Met Your Mother, and I know exactly how it ends because one day YouTube was like, hey, do you want to see the end of How I Met Your Mother? And it's like, okay, I'll watch it. I've never seen the show. At the time, I was like, maybe I'll never, see this so I could just watch the end. But now I know, and Carol doesn't. So I'm literally watching a show where I know exactly what happens.
I'm gonna go up to Riley. How'd you meet Mom? So I was at the rec center, right? And your mom was teaching a Zumba class.
Oh,
And-
that's nice.
I figured, let's take this class because the teacher was hot. And
Yeah.
then I left with the teacher. Then that's your mom. Thank
Yeah.
you. End of
The
story.
end.
I don't know how they drag that out so many seasons.
Yeah, they did too. And honestly, what's bad about it is that it would be one thing if the mom actually played into the story, but she doesn't. She's completely irrelevant to the entire story of the show. Like the mom is only in the show on the last episode, so it kind of just seems like they just kind of like left fielded it. Like, yeah, let's just let this end happen. And so it wasn't relevant to the whole show. It was stupid.
Yeah, just like Pond said, Dexter's coming back. I'm excited. I was just gonna say that a minute ago, Pond. Good catch. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, I saw that. I never saw Dexter either.
Oh, Dexter's good actually. It's just the endings.
Yeah, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. I might watch it one day. All right, so we're at AMD here. We're scalping this down. We're riding this down. I want to see if the bigger breakdown can happen, but I'm a little bit more skeptical in this now. So I'm just going to cover there. We're up about $30 on the day, and we'll add to this, I guess, if it sets up well. But if not, we can get out roughly break even.
Okay, here's another options question for you, Tony, real quick. So you asked me about my time frame and whatnot of where I think something is going to go, and MRO is looking pretty good. I would say, oh, dang it, now I just back over there and get back over there. Sorry, gotta get back on my right screen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because it's definitely doing good today because it's up 125% as of today, but that's only what you were at $13 when we were last talked, $13.30, I think, somewhere in that range when we checked it. So it jumped up 60. So if you were in this one already, then you would have already been swinging.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, any rise up inside of that. Like XOM is doing a thing right now where it's staying around like 60.23 right now. And what I'm doing is I'm hoping it's finding support around that ground so it can do another leg up for the day because keep in mind, the most important thing is, let me check out yours again real fast before I say this. The most important thing to me, everybody, is the volume. So look at your volume already. You're beating my volume right now. So keep in mind your average volume, what actually matters. So if your average volume is able to be exceeded, and then there's a lot of push right now, the oils are the hot ticket right now because I'm up 7, you're up 7 right there. So that's what I'm saying instead of the retrospect overall, is keep in mind of where the flow is going for the overall trading to actually have some volatility to it.
Okay.
The more people that are on it, the more they can love it, kind of, instead of that situation. Not saying that you need a lot, but majority of the time you need some stuff to move. So
all right, so we're up 40 on AMD, guys. Just to throw that out there, we've been scalping this big breakdown. Yeah, I'm shorting it.
Okay.
Yeah. If it reverses and breaks over the VWAP, then we'll buy a call option. But for now, we've just been shorting the downward trend, and it's been working. We're up $41. So small day, but it's been a rough week. This channel / community is the GOAT. Hey, we try. You know.
Yeah, John, it makes me, that pattern on MRO makes me think of something Mitch would say, the 1 up, 1 down, and your maybe possible all-day fade would be beautiful.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly,
given all the stuff.
Yeah, and if you look at the range break on MIR, like, this is how you kind of look at it, right? When you got multiple confirmations, you can draw a top at it, and then when you have multiple bottoms here, you can draw a bottom here. And so then what happens is, like, when we see the sideways range here, we can look for that range to break. And so once we have the range here, since we have multiple tops and bottoms, we have a range that we can then look for it to break. And so then when it finally breaks here at like 14, you can see volume rush in on the break. You see, look at the volume indicator, look at all the sellers in there. So you can kind of see the range break happen, and you can short those breaks. Works really well.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking. I took another look at the calls, and I'm thinking, and my chart's going, well, it only looks like it might go to $20 or so. And it would have to be some good volume over the last year. That's been really strong resistance. So I don't want to, you know what I mean? I'd rather do a short back down to mid-range about $8, $9 if it's going to drop. If oil does drop, that's where I have to learn more on how to do that.
I don't know. The chat might know a little bit better, but what I think is going on is, like, I think the market is tanking, and I think originally, like, oil plays moved independently. Like, you could even see XOM. Sorry, Tony, but XOM just dropped under the VWAP, and so I think the SPY is breaking down so much that eventually everything else follows it. And for those that trade these a little bit more often, maybe y'all know a little bit better than I do about whether oil and the market follow each other. But I know that Exxon is one of the largest companies in the world, and so with that, it's included on the S&P 500, so it's certainly going to influence it some. So we'll see.
Patience.
Yeah, I'm not saying you should get out. I'm just saying short term. 50% on SPY put, MBY search. Yeah, I was gonna buy call options. I didn't see anything that looked worth it today.
Well, then if SPY is flushing now, then it's about to bounce back.
Yeah, certainly possible. SPY just had a big gap down today. Let me see if we can figure out why some of this happened. I know, there's still all that, instability with regards to like China and the Evergrande crisis. Oh, okay, so this is actually why the market's dropping. So we had CPI numbers drop. So we had, we had CB numbers, consumer confidence for September, came in at 109.3 versus 114.9 expected, prior of 113. Prior reading was 113. Richmond Fed Services Index for September came in at a loss of 3 versus 15 profit prior, 15 prior. Bond yields raised, which has weighted on growth sectors such as technology. So yeah, higher bond yields has caused some drops in everything is basically what's going on. Which, to be honest, some of this just, I don't even know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest. I mean, I'm not a long-term investor or trader. And so what fundamental numbers like this mean is sometimes beyond me. I know the CPI, which is inflation, all that stuff. And I'm assuming it's self-explanatory, just basically meaning consumer confidence, polls and stats on consumer confidence. But maybe somebody in the chat can enlighten us a little bit. The government shutdown? Is there a government shutdown?
Not yet.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But the argument within our government, well, let's not get into that subject.
Oh, great.
What, we got a government shutdown?
That's
Wait,
great.
what?
Oh, no, I'm not saying great about the government shutdown, guys. Sorry. I'm saying Carol showed me some great news. We sold our old house, which is great news.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yay.
We finally sold
Congrats,
it. But,
bro.
it didn't take long, actually, but yeah, we sold it. So that's cool. But yeah, it's a looming government
XOM
shutdown.
Right back, baby. XOM right back. XOM right back. Right back. Right back. Right back.
Yeah, it did. Popped right back. So yeah, so SPY's dropping. We've been shorting AMD today. We're up about $40. Not a crazy day yet. Kind of a slow day in the market. You know, I think if we look at a lot of different things, I mean, it's slow in a sense of there's not that many bullish penny stocks. Mostly larger cap stocks have been the ones that are volatile today, but everything else is pretty slow. You know, we've had some good movement in pre-market with like MMAT and stuff, but everything else is pretty sideways. CEI is also looking pretty strong as a penny stock. It's up to 315s, 320s. So we're watching that too.
You start making a song. Let it run. Let it run. Don't sue us, Disney.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, man. Man, I just want this stuff to hit 61. I'm not being selfish by requesting that. Come on.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to start doing tomorrow, guys, is we're going to start separating the pre-market and after the open streams, right? So we're going to do a pre-market live stream, and then we're going to do an opening bell live stream. And we're going to do exactly what we did before yesterday as like the transition. So the opening bell live stream is going to start like 5 minutes before the open, and we're just going to kind of go back and forth to one to the other to where you won't have to leave the stream. When this stream ends, the new one will start, is what we're going to start doing tomorrow.
Sweet.
For your
We'll see.
viewing pleasure.
Yeah. MRIN pop. Yeah, we're looking at MRIN pop. Here's the U-shaped on MRIN, but this isn't one I would usually buy options on. It's too cheap. It's too cheap for me personally, you know.
What is?
MRIN.
What's too cheap?
Well,
price of the stock
it's
or
not
the price
about.
of the options.
Well, it's not really either one of the two. It's accumulation of the float size relative to just historical volatility. Like MRIN is not a blue chip company, so it's like
Right.
when a stock is this volatile, where it's spiking up to 27 and then it's coming back down to $6 or $4, then it's usually a pump and dump kind of scheme. And with that said, I'm not gonna buy options in those, right? Like what I want to buy options are large cap stocks like AMD, you know, MU. CRON, you know, larger, more expensive companies that are more established in real companies. You know, there's a lot of manipulation, a lot of them in terms of like what these penny stocks are doing. There's a lot of fraudulent companies. There are a lot of companies that are just misleading the public as well. And you know, like I said, in the end, guys, you got to follow the big money. Like the way you can tell is like, where did the big money go? The reason penny stocks are that for a reason is because the big money doesn't go to them. Like the the people without money go to them, and they end up losing because the big money are. If you want to see what the best plays are, you follow what the big money's doing, right? Big money's usually not trading penny stocks. They're just usually not. Now I don't mean all stocks under $10 because there's some good stocks under $10, but it just depends on the float, right? If it's a small float stock under $10 and it's been incredibly volatile, most big money's not following that, unless they're actually insiders in the company themselves.
Yes, sir.
My TOS
Big
is completely
money.
frozen.
Oh, to be able to trade like big money.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have no idea how easy it is to really trade like big money. Like big money can just put their money in the money call options. So, and they can put them out so far that it's definitely going to trickle up a couple dollars, and even a couple dollars within that much money down on a play.
My TOS
Just
is
never have
frozen.
to work again, man.
Let me close down some of this other stuff. Anybody running into issues with TOS? I'm frozen here.
Not yet. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I need XOM to break this damn 60-30 wall, man. It keeps coming like it's got a battering ram and then it stops.
Alright. I'm frozen, guys. I might have to, unless this starts back up soon, I might have to close the Zoom down, guys.
Oh yeah. That's
so.
no
Hey,
fun, John.
I'm gonna close it down just because I don't want it to kill the stream. So I appreciate you coming on, Tiny. Like I said, any day you want to come on, just let me know. And I appreciate you joining the streams. You too, Tony, as well, as always, bro. I appreciate it, but I gotta close it down, guys.
Did
Yeah,
Tony
Mondays and
lose it all?
Tuesdays are perfect for me, man. So yeah, that'd be great. We could do it
Find
again
out
next week.
Yeah, that sounds good, Tiny. That sounds good. Yeah, I'm
All
completely frozen, so I can't even
You'll
close
get
out.
that
for
duck
ya.
stream back, by the way, man. Max needs his people. He
Yeah.
needs his closer, okay?
Honestly,
So,
I'm,
here, like,
honestly, I think my computer might just shut down. I can't tell. Like, if you guys are still seeing the stream, let me know. But my whole computer's frozen right now.
you're kind of all right, man. I'm gonna let you go. Everybody have a good day.
Hey, later, bro. See, I mean, y'all can stay. I mean, I just don't. I'm gonna have to close it eventually,
Okay.
though. But I just,
I ain't got nothing to do.
yeah, my whole computer's frozen, though, is the problem. Like, my whole
I gotta go
computer's
to a
frozen.
preschool event later on. Nothing right now.
I think the stream's still running, though. So,
Yeah,
hey,
the
guys.
stream's still going. You're still
Okay, cool.
moving. I
Alright,
still
cool.
see you in front of me.
All right, well, good.
Hey, wait. Is everybody able to hear us? Give us. Well, Chris said yay. Man,
Alright, well,
chat.
good.
Thanks, guys. You know what I mean.
Dude, TOS is just so, it eats so much memory, man. Yeah, everything's completely frozen. Y'all there?
Oh, I'm here.
Okay, good. Dude, my whole computer is
like-
freaking frozen, bro. Damn, man. TOS uses so much memory. All right, there we
Yeah,
go.
I believe it.
Now we're actually fixing this. I'm gonna have to close down a lot of the stuff. All right, guys. There we go.
About I don't know. I think I want to go to the zoo today.
Zoo's nice. Yeah.
Man, they got a beautiful. I'm like a snow leopard. People is my spirit animal, and man, we have a beautiful snow leopard there. Like, just big, huge, ferocious, whoop your butt type of guy. Man, cool
Yeah.
dude. Yeah. What's your spirit animal?
I don't know, bro. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. My bad if I'm not talking much.
I'm
I just.
sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I'm just frozen, bro. My whole computer's frozen. I thought it fixed.
CEI is popping again.
The whole computer's frozen, man. Damn. I know, baby. Hey, listen, my whole computer's frozen right now. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Do you want to reset it?
Then the stream has to start back over. I'm just trying to get it to work enough to allow me to exit out of some of this stuff.
Why don't you control Alt Delete? Not to.
Well, that's what I've been trying to do. All right. Sorry, I gotta get rid of Zoom team, so bear with me. We're also gonna get rid of this. Sorry, I just deleted the music. I'll get it back up. Scanners too. Oh my gosh, dude, this sucks, man. Well, at least the stream is going. Alright, so it might have been Zoom that was doing it, because I just got out of Zoom, and now it's working way more smoothly. What's up, guys? So how you doing? It looks like it's mostly TOS, though. So my TOS just, ugh. Sorry, team. Still waiting here. Honestly, it seems like it's just my computer, though, to be honest, which sucks because everything is literally off except for TOS. It's just TOS just hogging memory. Alright, there we go. Finally. It took like... That took way too long. Yeah, I even got a report from TOS here. It's unfortunate, but it's alright. Alright, team. Let me see who's even still here. I gotta pull up everything again. But this was TOS. It even sent me a report from it. Oh, dude. This was freaking Microsoft Edge forcing an update. Stupid. Anyways, guys, we're here. Let me get everything rolling again. We still got 330 people here, so that's good, I guess. Update. Stupid. Bitcoin wants to bounce so bad. Alright, we're good. John, there are adjustments you can make so that TOS uses less memory. I know I've tried. I've tried to make it use less memory, but it still screws up. Like, we tried adjusting the amount of RAM that the computer takes, but it still kind of screws up, to be in all honesty. Bitcoin dropping down to 4150s here. Yeah, I can hear you guys. I can see you guys. Yeah, hey, I appreciate you. Let me get some music back up. Alright, there we go. We have a small bounce. Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of a bounce here. I see AMC down to 3790s as well. Alright, so I'm short in AMD again. We'll see if this ends up working out. There's 29s. Over 40, we'll get out again. About break even here. Trying to ride AMD's breakdown. There's 29s, 26s. Good. See if we can catch lows here. 27s. There's 24s. Alright, AMD's trying to break down here. Over 30, I'm just going to jump out of this. Alright, so we'll get out there. Maybe it breaks down some more, but I think I saw it over 40. So we're up about 42 bucks on the day. Pretty small. Yeah, Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin's down to 41, so is it a buy the dip day? Is it a buy the dip day, guys? Alright. But yeah, here's my P&L if you guys want to see it. We only literally traded one thing today. I'm just happy to be green today. It's been a tough time. So there's 41.40s. We're up $41.40 today, so not too bad. Green. We made more than we lost yesterday. Apple's now breaking down as well here, so I'm kind of thinking about Apple too. Bitcoin's tanking down here, so let's see what happens with a lot of these. Hey, later, Paul. Yeah, it's a tough day, man. But yeah, guys, listen. If y'all want to help support your boy here, go check out BitGet. BitGet is a dope platform where you can copy trade, do all these different things. We picked out the best copy trader that we're gonna follow now. And again, I can't guarantee that you're gonna make money with these copy traders, but you know, you can check out some of these copy traders here. All right. All right, so we're closing out some of our old copy traders that are just averaging down. Bakma, B-A-K-M-A. Don't follow that guy. But the ones that I have found that made me money are Andy and Seven. One thing that we did do exceptionally well, I mean, we made money in every market, guys. So we made money in every market today. But the market we did the most is the futures market. And so on Top Step, we're up like 250 today. And if you want to trade on Top Step, I'll post this link. Again, great way to help support the channel. We were going to do a giveaway, guys, but I think that with the lag in the stream and all that stuff, we're going to keep the giveaway till tomorrow. But if you want to be a part of the giveaway, all you got to do is sign up for BitGet. We're also having a trading competition on BitGet that it happens in October. So in October, there's a trading competition on BitGet, and BitGet is a futures trading platform that allows you to do a lot of really cool stuff on it. So number one is that you can copy trade other profitable traders. You can see, hey, this guy's up 82%, 95%, 90%, 93, 66, 76. You can basically analyze these traders, see which ones perform the best over the long haul, and then copy them literally trade for trade on BitGet. It's a new age form of investing, super dope, and there's a lot of really profitable traders on here. You know, some of these traders, this guy's made $118,000 over the last 3 weeks, and again, a lot of these guys are incredibly profitable. BitGet also has a trading competition that starts next month where the prize pool is 100 Bitcoin. It's literally like $3 to $4 million in prizes on BitGet. It's completely free. You just got to create an account there. You could also copy trade on BitGet if you want to just regularly invest in crypto. You can. You just go to spot and you can buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin if you want to buy some of these dips, or you could trade crypto futures. So you can literally short Bitcoin or go long on Bitcoin using leverage to trade. It's super easy to fund your account as well. This is a crypto futures platform that is regulated in the US, and so they allow you to trade. They're regulated in the US for US traders to trade, which is pretty rare in crypto futures platforms, and so your money's safe here. And if you want to deposit, you just go to buy crypto at the top right. You say, yo, I want to buy $200 worth of Bitcoin using Visa, and you just click purchase at the bottom right. Super easy way to do it. And yeah, y'all check it out here. I'll post this link. Also, guys, if you want to find out how I'm finding a lot of these stocks that we're trading, we're using Benzinga. You can check out the Benzinga link in the description. So make sure to check that out as well. And yeah, guys, good luck. Remember to join my team for the World Series of Day Trading. The World Series of Day Trading starts next month. It's a completely free trading competition. They give you a demo account. The traders that do the best on my team with the demo account win free prizes. The traders that do the best in the entire competition win even larger prizes, and it's completely free using a demo account. It starts next month. It's a week-long competition. A lot of big names are in it as well. There's that link. So sign up to all of those if you want to help support the channel. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button, guys. Tough day, a lot of breakdowns, but we are green. As you guys can see here, we're up $41, which is fine. Small day. But yesterday we lost 30, so we made our money back. So far, green on the week. Hopefully we can get a green week in there. And yeah, good luck, guys. Yeah, sure, Tiny. So, yeah, Tiny. So it's actually really simple. So to buy it, you just go to buy crypto on the top right. So you just go to buy crypto on the top right here, and you just say, hey, look, I want to purchase $200 worth of Bitcoin using a Visa. And then you just go to this bottom right number right here. You just go to purchase, and you got to do KYC verification. Wait. Okay, so you got to get verified, which is really easy. You just take your ID and you take a picture, and you got to get verified if you haven't verified your account first. So you got to go to KYC verification. Even if you want to do something else besides that, like you could also just buy it on Coinbase or buy USDT coin on Coinbase and just send it over. And that's one of the ways that I use to kind of build up money. And when I initially deposited into BitGet, I would just send my money from Coinbase. And so there's a few different ways to do it. Hey, nice, Joel. Hey, thanks, brother. And so, yeah, if you want to send it over from Coinbase, like for instance, here's my Coinbase profile, right? I would just go to send, receive. And so I'd go to send at the top right and just say, hey, I want to send $200 worth of USDT. You know, I could switch it from whatever I want to send. I want to send $200 worth of USDT. You know, and then you just take you go to BitGet, you go to deposit on BitGet, you go to assets, you go to whatever you're trying to deposit, whether you want to deposit USDT, whether you want to deposit Bitcoin, and you just go to deposit, you get the deposit address code, and you go over to Coinbase and you go to send. You make sure you have the right coin that you're sending over. ERC20 is what you want to use, and you just paste that deposit code into the send option when it asks for a code. You go to send, you paste the deposit code into Coinbase, and you just send it, and you'll have your money within like 20 minutes. It's actually really easy. But if you want to make it easier, but you're going to pay a little bit more fees, you just go to buy crypto at the top right. So you just go to buy crypto at the top right and say, hey, I want to buy $200 worth of Bitcoin. You go to purchase here, and that's it. You know, it's pretty simple. Yeah, I owe money, Gloctopus. I mean, not for my trading, in terms of trading. I owe money in terms of business. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. But yeah, guys, I'm out of here. Good luck. Love you all. Have a good day. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I appreciate all the support we get today. And sorry for the lag. We're going to have to build something or fix something. But yeah, good luck. Love you all. Have a good day, team.